This is a microphone check for a podcast. Microphone check for a podcast. If you've podded a cast ever, you could pod this cast.
Mr. DL.
Now I'm gonna put the TV on to see if you can hear it in the background.
What's up, y'all? We are here. It is the Mind Your Manners podcast. Tanya looks a little different tonight.
Ooh, hey boys.
Got Alias in the place, the one and only.
What up?
You thought there was two and only, but no, there is only one and only Alias. And of course, we have Indo Joe.
Oh, choking on the shot.
It's a big storm where we're living right now. So if something happens and we go down, we will come back. Mm-hmm. If we have to come back without cameras or whatever, if for some reason, we will be back. But tonight we are talking about the creation of our first film. I don't know if this is Alias's first film. Is this your first film?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I did a Sprite commercial. It ain't a film.
Yeah, we saw your Sprite commercial.
Yeah, I saw it. It made me want to drink a Sprite.
We saw your Sprite commercial, and it was very cool.
It was quenching.
It was quenching.
It was quenching, yeah.
I look like a 12-year-old girl.
So I think what we should do tonight is all kind of do a watch-along, if it's possible. We're going to put the movie right here, and we're going to play it, while we talk about it. I mean, we're not going to pause it or anything, but you guys can see it. It's on YouTube for free.
Excuse me.
It's on YouTube for free. It came out on October 30th, 2014.
Damn.
And was on DVD exclusively. There's a DVD around here somewhere. It was on DVD exclusively for 3 years.
Yep.
In October 30th, 2017.
Which is surprising because it had a huge buzz for only being available where we're in an age of streaming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it was big for when it came out. You know what I mean? I was getting recognized in the street and shit. I'm like, I don't get recognized for shit, dude. You know what I mean?
Joe's getting recognized.
People are like, oh shit, see a green, right? You got killed at the end. I'm like, that's me.
Yes.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but
I am not in the sequel. Actually,
I got a whole lot.
wait, I think I might be an extra.
yeah,
I think I'm an extra in the sequel, like a guy that gets shot when you don't see his face.
Yeah.
Did you
I
check
think.
to see if we were on? I didn't.
Yeah. My phone shut off, but
Oh, nice.
we were on. Yeah.
So it's still not showing up on my phone, but that's okay. If you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not. But you are watching the Mind Your Manners podcast.
It don't look like it's skipping.
Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Please ring the bell. So what we're really going to do is we're going to talk about
Come on, Skip.
creating this movie, and we might get into what was it like once it came out.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Was it life changing?
we got some people in the chat already. Shout out to DJ Big Red. Shout
Yo,
out to
what up, homie?
Richard Beauregard. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe and ring the bell. Then you'll know when we go on. We got some people that are gonna zoom in today. That's why you got that double DL up there. It's pretty good.
Oh,
There's no,
God.
There's
Oh, I
no,
love
Should have had the
double-
camera turned the other way, dude. No one wants to see me twice.
I love the double DLs.
So I'm just gonna
The
share.
double DPs.
Alias, let us know before we get going, because I want to share this into all our groups and stuff before
God.
we really get into it.
You know, to
so
feel
people
that
can
fresh shot.
so people know we're live because we're kids.
We're here, we're queer, we don't want any
So
more beers.
the Sprite commercial, Alias, that was your first acting gig?
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't even acting. I just rapped. It was weird.
Huh.
It was just like a small camera in Midtown Manhattan. Oh, actually, Lower West Side. Sorry. And I had to. It was like a 24-hour moment notice of like, hey, they're auditioning for rappers for Sprite commercials. Get to New York, and I was like, all right, what's it about? He gave me two topics. He gave me colorless and absolutely clear, which at the time I had so much acne that there wasn't shit absolutely clear on my face. But I didn't know they were going to be so close up. So it was cool. I mean, it was a good time.
Yeah.
It got me a lot of rec. Like, that was weird being in Times Square because at the time Coca-Cola owned the
Yeah.
Times Square screen, the one you always see Coca-Cola on. And I'm down there, and this kid's selling CDs, and he's like, "Yo, buy this CD," and I'm trying to support and all that, and then he looks at me, and goes, "Oh shit." He's like, "Yo, you're that dude. You were just up there last month on that," and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like,
That's
I was
fucking
on
dope.
the Times Square Coca-Cola thing, and I was like, "God damn!" Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, and like I was like, it looked like a proactive commercial though, because I was like a zit-faced little kid, bro. I looked like Pippi Longstocking's dick.
P Diddy,
hilarious.
P Diddy's commercial. I'm proactive. even
Shout out
though
to
I'm
Quarantine Cody. I was thinking about you today, Quarantine Cody.
What up,
because
homie?
This Quarantine Cody has been watching this podcast for every episode.
Nice.
This is 24th one. He's been here every
rich.
time.
And
Nice.
he became a fan through the Weekend Warriors.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, that's what I was
Which
trying.
is
That's what I
pretty
was gonna
dope.
say. I was gonna give Alias his big lead in so he could feel like a star.
Nah, kid. Nah, kid.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's been watching us since way back.
Nice. Quarantine Cody. Good luck, Doc.
Yeah,
Good luck.
sure.
All right, so let's.
Always a good supporter.
I want to know. I know where I want to start. So before I
Start.
still have to post a little more. So some people are gonna miss out
It's
because I haven't
pronounced
posted anything yet.
Start, dude.
All right. So years ago, in like 2011, me and Indo Joe wrote a movie,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And I like it still because I found it a couple years back and I read it again. There's some cheese
Yeah.
sprinkled on it.
Well, we
But-
I'll give you some. We had big heads. We were like, oh, we're gonna get Ice Cube. We're gonna get Tom Chong.
Yeah.
We're gonna get all these. We were writing roles for them. You know, like specifically for
Hey,
these people. You know
You
what
gotta
I
shoot
mean?
for the stars, baby.
But it was like, like you said, it was still a dope story. But yeah, you could finish it. Your texting story.
So we wrote this movie and it was like he said, it was just unrealistic as far as a budget.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I sat down, man, I'm gonna write a movie that we can make because it kind of gave me the bug. I'm like, oh shit, we can write a movie. I got a little
Yeah, your
bass. I got a
plan
little
was to
Barry
make.
White. in
Your
my
plan was
voice.
to make a
Baby.
movie.
You make a movie?
Well, to make a movie, like kind of
Not this
introducing.
time, pal.
Kind of introducing some of the characters for our movie. You know what I mean? Like you wanted to make like a movie that we could do for a low budget, and then go bring it to places and go, hey, look at this movie we made with little to no money. Give us some money, we can make magic. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We already got this dope script, but like he ended up writing Sea Green, and it was so much like it was just like, holy shit, this is completely different than the story we wrote before. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like.
1000% different.
Yeah, so much different.
All right, so what we want to do
Yeah.
is we're gonna just do a little watch along. Want to unlock this?
Yeah,
we're just
I'm
gonna do
gonna
a little
unlock that.
watch along. We're just gonna put the phone right here. So you know,
Hey, kids.
it's gonna come up. It's gonna bring us.
If you have the movie, you can watch along too.
you can watch along at home. If you want.
Yay!
Follow the bouncy balls.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. I couldn't remember what it was. The bouncy ball. Dude.
I had it all set up nice.
the
and then I
words?
fucked it up. So there it is, right here in the corner. That's the movie playing right now.
Whoa,
Damn,
whoa!
We're gonna get an
It's
extra
huge.
view.
Yo,
It's awesome.
yo,
The movie has 106,000 views right now, so please go watch it. Please thumb it up.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
say-
106,000 views.
Yeah.
And that's just the people who watched it after the buzz was
After the
gone.
buzz, yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing was, is you were doing this movie. I don't know if we're gonna get into it or you had it, but can I talk about the phone call you gave me when you talked
Talk
about it?
whatever you want.
Yeah.
So D calls me and he's like, "Hey, you're pretty funny." I was like, "Yeah, word." He's like, "Yo, I'm doing a movie. You want to do it?" I didn't even know what the fuck it was about when you said it to me. And I had
Yeah.
seen I've seen the ill-mannered videos, and I knew the work you were putting in.
Right, we did 2012, right?
Yeah, we did 2012,
And we had a lot of fun. This was like not acting, but we were kind of acting because there was no rapping in it.
Yeah.
Like we were just playing out this apocalypse scene where we were shooting and killing each other and pretending to have conversations. So it was kind of acting, but it wasn't because
Yeah.
it wasn't our typical stand in front of a board and rap in front of the camera video.
Yeah,
you
and then
know
I did
what
a
mean?
feature we did under the bridge, and I acted
Yeah.
like a bum, and I actually ate shitty potato chips, crackhead potato chips that were on the ground.
Cunt punch.
Potato.
Cunt punch.
Cunt punch.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
it exactly. And then
Mind your manners. Mind your manners.
Then
Oh,
you were
sorry.
like,
"Where's Tanya when we need her?"
mind your manners. So
Mind your
then
manners.
you and I was like, yeah. I didn't, and because I was just a fan of the work that you did. Like it's it's hard being from Massachusetts and understand like you can be a fan of your friend's shit.
Yeah.
But you can. It's not illegal. I swear to God, there's no law against it. So
It doesn't have to be bred in your DNA.
no, yeah. So I remember, and then all of a sudden, like we started shooting. And I was like, what the fuck did I get myself into?
All right, let's
Yeah.
let's
But I'm just prefacing.
Because
let's make sure they know shooting film.
Well, we were.
All right, Massachusetts.
Yeah. Sorry, we started shooting that movie.
Well, it had planned to be like maybe like at first it was like, oh, maybe this will take us 2 years tops,
Yeah.
and it turned a lot longer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because like rewriting the movie, and it was a lot of stuff we rewrote.
Every time we film, we rewrote.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah, yeah.
Because
I
Alias
was
would
a
say
pain in the
wild
ass.
shit, and I'd be like, dude, we gotta redo this next scene
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I have to make this thing he said make sense. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
but then I was a pain in the ass because I had 2 really young kids at the time.
Yeah.
And I wasn't
You were
even
getting
married
married?
yet.
Yeah,
and it was just like,
Yeah, yeah.
yo, let's go. And then one day you were like, all right, let's make it happen.
Yeah, yeah. There was a lot of
Before I knew it, Dramatic was fucking throwing me up against the car saying I was under arrest in the middle of Winthrop.
yeah,
Shout out
that's
to
what I'm
Just
saying.
One, all the way from Humboldt County.
What up,
What-
homie?
1, 2,
Just
to 3,
one?
Yeah.
to the 4 to the
Yeah.
6.
Just
to
one.
the
What
2,
up,
to
man?
the 3, to the 4.
Hell yeah. 4, 5, 6 with a devilish twist in the mix. Come on, son.
I don't even remember my verse.
I was there.
Holy shit.
I was there.
I was there.
That
I
was
was
such
I
a
was
great
there and I was
session.
drunk.
We're gonna talk about that too, because that was my
Holy
first
shit.
Yeah,
day
we'll
in
get there.
Humboldt. I didn't even understand.
Yeah, I
much.
wanted to bring that up, but I'll wait a little bit later. Like
Yeah.
how like
Please hit that like
how
button.
fast the end of the movie we filmed, because we were isolated and we had to do nothing but film. We
Yeah.
weren't around our family, we weren't around our jobs, we weren't around our normal lives, so the only thing to do was film. It was like, so it was
Yeah.
kind of our job. It was kind of our, so we're like, we were on location, so we were like, we woke up, got breakfast, and then went to location and figured out what we needed to do for the day and filmed until it started getting dusk. Got food, and went home, and then went to bed to the hotel, and then did it the next. We did it fucking 7 days in a row, dude. You
But
know?
think about this.
We
though.
had a blast doing it.
So-
at least I know I did.
chronological order. We
Yeah.
landed in San Francisco.
Yeah.
DL rented a car and we shot for 7 hours.
That's what I'm saying. Instantly.
He
right
was like,
away.
"No,
They all
we're
hate
shooting."
me. They
get
all
out.
hate me 'cause
I
of
was
that
like,
shit.
"What
As soon as
the
we landed.
fuck?" Joe and I are tired as shit.
Yeah, as soon as we landed.
All I needed-
All I could think about was smoking. I'm like, yo, pull that weed out that you stuffed in your bag. Let's blaze one, and then I'm cool. I'm cool. But it was like when we landed in San Fran, it was.
Damn, we're already in Humboldt.
Well, I
It's
just
okay.
no,
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 I
no,
just
no,
I just
let's-
was bringing
let's-
up
yeah.
like, but it was like when we landed in San Fran, it was like you were, it was like you weren't as bad because you were just holding the camera and like you'd be like, all right, action, and then me and this guy got to fucking and like do this whole scene, and it's like, if you ever been to San Francisco pre-pandemic, it's a busy place, dude. And we weren't just filming on some
It's busy. It's very busy.
some corner. We were hitting the
No.
most famous spots in San Fran. The Twisty Road, or what's it? The Lombard
Lombard
Road.
Ave,
The Golden Gate Bridge. We're out. There's tons of tourists walking by us.
The
Like
tower.
and,
the
and it's
piers.
just like I don't really get anxiety, but I
Random
was getting
streets.
anxiety. You know what I mean?
And I had anxiety.
Yeah,
So
see,
let's
that's what I'm saying.
bring it back though. Like truthfully, like the first when we started, Joe makes a good point. Like this movie was all guerrilla.
Yeah,
Like it was guerrilla
yeah.
filming to the most. Like this wasn't like people. When you think about the time, people weren't used to people. Like now everybody's TikToking in the streets. Like
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
you know, I see these girls popping
Yeah,
and
yeah.
locking in Hampton Beach at noon. But like, let's be
Yeah, you
real.
see someone holding a camera, you think,
Yeah,
oh, they're
well-
probably doing something for internet.
Be
or
Real's in it.
something.
Yeah, but like
technically,
but like you're sitting there and you're like, we're just doing this
yeah.
in the middle of the street.
Because I wanted to bring that up
Yeah.
too. Like, there's a lot of cop scenes in the movie where they're actual cops because they showed up.
Yeah.
And they were like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "Oh, we're filming an independent movie." We used to use the, I don't think we could do it anymore, but this is a long time. We're in college. We're doing it for a college
Yeah.
project.
No,
We're
mine
doing
is
a
now.
project.
My niece is in college. I'm just helping her shoot some extra shit.
Okay, yeah. See, like we used to use
She ain't here yet 'cause she's a
we're
chick.
in college. We're doing a college report, so they'd always be cool. But
She
there
ain't
was
on white people
there
time.
was a take where the cops showed up and
Mind your manners. Mind your manners.
Dramatic was
Mind your
like, do you mind if we use your car for this scene really quick? Because this guy, and they threw me in the back of the car. Remember?
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
if you look at my face, I look shook just because I'm actually in the back of a car, and I don't a cop car, and I don't like it, dude. You
So-
know what I mean? I don't
You're
like
watching
it.
the movie down here. if
We're
you
not
pay
going to get
attention.
into it right now,
Mm.
but there's a crazy cop story
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the
Oh,
101.
yeah, there is, yeah,
on the
yeah.
101, there was
Yeah,
a
we'll
crazy,
wait till we get to California.
Wait till we get there.
Yeah.
So okay, Alias was. I knew from the jump I wanted to shoot with Alias. Okay, the whole movie was written around him.
Yeah.
Like you know, it was
Especially
a comedy at that time.
that's what I'm
It was
saying,
started
the-
off as a comedy.
The first
then it
beginning
turned
part of
into
the
a
movie
dramedy.
is so funny. Like you watch the first part of the movie, it's so funny. Like because you're
misleading.
arguing. Yeah, exactly. It is, especially at the premiere. When we were at the premiere,
Yeah.
everybody was dying laughing. So funny, and then once it takes a left turn, it just like the whole party was silent because they were just watching the movie like, oh, this sucks. This sucks. It's not as funny anymore. It was still funny parts, but it was like because it was like this like caretake movie. This funny guy, and then all of a sudden his life
just went to shit.
So it's like you're not supposed to be funny anymore. Your life's supposed to be shit. You know. It was like it's how the movie's supposed to be, but it is misleading in the beginning.
And doing it with the direction from you guys and DL and like especially, like it was good because you guys would tell me it's not time to be funny.
Yeah.
You're like this is a serious scene,
yeah.
so you could say that, and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna be.
Yeah, you gotta like you gotta put yourself in that zone. Like, all right, okay, I can't be myself. I gotta be this character who's just got everything taken away from him. I gotta be down in the dump. You gotta give yourself depression at that moment.
Yeah.
To capture that like.
I mean,
please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell.
Acting's fucking hard. I don't care what people say.
So early on,
it ain't hard. Look at me. I'm acting.
Shit's hard.
You acting like a robot.
It was pretty good, right?
I like that.
Oh, I wasn't being a robot. I was being a cook.
No, well, you know what's harder is editing. Editing's harder than because editing makes good actors.
Yes,
I'll give you that.
Yes. The other thing is too is we Gorilla shot. So you're watching the movie now. So we're coming into the movie. You're gonna see a lot of things. I'm a businessman, suit and tie, just a real fucking douchebag. So we actually shot. There's an office scene that we shot. We actually guerrilla shot and snuck into my wife's old company's office.
One of the few scenes
it's a
I wasn't there.
Listen,
damn, I didn't know that was
multi-million-dollar company, and we were just like, yo, can we use it? And she was like, yeah, I guess.
I didn't even know we snuck in. I didn't know.
Yeah, well, we didn't kind of.
Yo, there is some funny deleted scenes.
Yeah, we snuck.
I thought we had like permission.
No, there was no permission. Hers, she gave us permission, and she's like, oh, whatever. And I'm like. And they were cool. Like, everybody at that company was cool. And, like, I knew them because my wife worked there for so long. But I remember being like, we're sitting there on the 36th floor of one of the nicest buildings in Boston. I'm not going to blow up her spot. And we're overlooking the city. And I'm like, dude, DL smells...
Any more than he's done, than he has.
Yeah. DL smells like a bag of weed. And there's joints everywhere. And we're sitting there. And we're just in this multi-million-dollar office like, yo, this is what we're supposed to do, I guess.
There is some...
That's guerrilla shooting because if... You know, my wife could have lost her job.
Yeah,
but,
for sure, yeah.
But you know what? Like,
there is some dope deleted scenes, really funny deleted scenes, because like you said, you rewrote a lot of it, like because when you guys filmed that, because that was one of the few scenes
specific that I can remember.
Well, that was one of the few shots that I wasn't there.
It's 3 hours long.
So when you came back and edited all the scenes and showed me them, I'm like, damn, this is super funny. And then when we went and like filmed a bunch more scenes, you were like, this doesn't make sense anymore. I need to chop all these out. Yeah. And it was like, damn, these are super funny scenes. You and Mark going back and forth. It was so good because you guys grew up together, so you knew each other. Yeah. Like the banter back and forth, it was like you guys really worked together and were like, all right, let's go get some coke after work. You know what I mean? That shit was a riot, but it didn't fit the beginning of the movie. It was too much in the beginning. Like
there was too much dialogue, so we just cut it down to...
quick shots or whatever, yeah.
And when the movie came out, that was one of the things. So that scene, DL, when the movie came out, you guys are going to see it. Mad people looked at me, and I'm not the one who made this shit up. I've heard this my whole life.
But they saw it.
Yeah, so I've heard this my whole life, right? I didn't make this up. But I said to him, eat a dick. And I walked out, so I'd see people, and they'd be like, eat a dick.
Yeah.
Like, even my mother was like, what did you say? I was like, yeah, I told Mark to eat a dick.
Speaking of that, just a random total fucking left turn here.
Let's go.
Whatever happened to the rap term, eat a bowl of dick up?
Till you hiccup.
Remember that shit?
Eat a bowl of dick up till you hiccup.
I don't remember that one.
It was some West Coast Easy shit. He always used to say it.
Eat a bowl of dick up till you hiccup.
He says it in the real Merry Motherfucking Christmas. They say that.
Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, I know what it is, but why did they say that exactly? Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. We are talking the creation of A Sea of Green, the movie. You can watch it right now for free on YouTube. It's in the corner right here. You're just watching. If that's all you want to watch of it, that's cool too. Give us that view. It's all good. But please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Shout out to Forticulture TV. Shout out to DJ Big Red, 3 Stories Wally, Just One, B Swizzlow.
Yeah, what up, B
Swizz?
B Swizz, the composer of the movie.
Forticulture, yeah, he's gonna zoom in soon. I hope he's not trying, but I don't see anything popping up if he is. We will have him.
Skype, right?
We will have him. We will have him call in soon. Someone in the chat is saying, "Fuck Tony Ortega."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did me dirty.
Did you? That was another one that you guys.
If your name's Tony Ortega,
no, you guys filmed like his character originally was your coworker.
Yeah.
And like you guys filmed all these all these scenes.
Dude,
remember?
I hope you say something.
You
here.
yeah, I'm gonna say it because I know what you're talking about. You guys kept filming all these scenes for like him and Tony Ortega were coworkers and they were friends, and he sold him weed, so it was like, and then again, the story evolved and it didn't fit into the movie, so he ended up cutting all the things. And then every time we filmed with Sun B, shout out to Sun B, he kept going. Oh, he kept thinking that they were still co-employees, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, no, that's not the story anymore. You remember? Right?
I don't see. Someone says they're trying to get in, but I don't see them. Yeah,
So-
this is what I want you to say.
Yeah.
Did you say?
I say, yeah. Like he kept thinking that he was
Yeah.
his.
Up until he still thinks that.
Yeah.
I bet you, Sun B. Hey, Sun B. I bet you still think that you were a landscaper.
No, he's watched the movie.
No,
Well,
but I bet he still thinks he
the
was a
thing is-
landscaper.
Oh, yeah, his coworker, the landscaper. Yeah.
That scene that he improv'd
Yeah, it was super
was
funny.
one
It was
of the
awesome,
funniest
dude.
scenes I've
But like that's what I was saying. Like the story evolved where we
he
had to
said
chop
some
it.
crazy out there improv. Like, I
Oh,
mean,
there he
I
is.
wish I remember what he said. Oh, Swizz,
Oh,
Swizz out.
you can't hear him.
Say something, Swizz.
Yeah.
Oh, he's with
Nothing.
somebody too.
Yes, with just one. I'm
Oh,
trying,
he's with just one too. What up?
trying to get the mics up on here on them.
That's what's up.
But keep saying what you were saying, Joe. While I get this working here.
Well, I'm gonna do a shot and a dab at the same time.
Oh, okay. It's one of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna get fucked
You
up.
doing a
tonight.
shab?
A shot and a
Shab.
shab.
You doing a shab?
Shabby shot.
Shabby shab.
A shabby.
So we'll get you on here. I thought I had it all set
He
up.
thought
It
he
was-
had it all,
It
but
was working.
you would think he
earlier.
had an engineering degree or something. Oh wait,
Wait,
It was
you
working
don't.
earlier.
it's one of those sarcasm jokes.
Hey!
Yeah.
Is
There
that?
it is.
There
Where'd
it
you
is,
hear-
you
you
got
heard
it.
it over here? Where'd you hear it? Here?
Yeah, I can hear it
hear
there.
it.
Say something again.
What up?
Nice. That's cool.
See you.
Hey-ho, what up,
yeah.
Swizz?
What up, Alias? What up?
What up? What up? Justin Swizz.
I'm saving people from fire. Yeah, I had to evacuate. I was on
Yeah, man, California's crazy right now, man.
You had to evacuate, Just?
Well, we were on a warning, and the air was horrible. It's like
Damn.
being in a campfire constantly.
Holy
so I took
shit.
my family up to Swizz's and hanging out up here now.
Nice.
It ended up not going into our area, but they evacuated from about 5 or 6 miles from my house. There was evacuation, so if the fire came over the hill, I would have had to dip out and only had a short amount of time. So I didn't want to sleep through that.
Yeah, fuck that, man. You got out at the right time.
Hell yeah.
Took all my dogs, cats,
Yep.
valuables, came up here. We've been chilling. Fish, bearded dragon.
Nice.
Bearded dragon, just fin solo the fish.
That's awesome.
Sick.
That's so cool. So yeah, where were we? Right, because I'll lead them into something. But what did we just finish? Sorry, I was doing all this.
Now we're talking about how we pirated and guerrilla shit, and then we did the Tony Ortega scene, and he still thought he was a different character, even when he did the character, but
Yep.
he wasn't a different character.
That's about
when he did
where
the
we
character.
were.
All right, I want to say something about that gorilla shit in case I forgot.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been a professional videographer for almost 10 years.
That's more than 5. So you're actually.
I'm
yeah,
a pro. I'm a
yeah.
pro. I'm a big time pro.
Yeah.
I've been a professional videographer for 10 years. I've never pulled one permit or even know.
Shut up!
Or even know.
Mind
really
your
how-
manners!
or
Mind
even
your
know really how to
manners,
do it.
son.
Shut up,
Mind your
dude!
manners. They're watching now, son.
They ain't watching nothing.
Mind your
They
manners!
still gotta find us.
Oh.
Remember those people in Humboldt that were trying to shut us down, Swizz?
Yeah, I do.
And we had to we had to post on Facebook or MySpace. I remember.
No,
must have been
it was Facebook.
It
We
was
were
Facebook.
posting.
We're shooting in Garberville today, but we were
And then
shooting
went
in
the other way,
Arcata.
yep.
Yeah. It's like fuck those people, man.
My buddy is the head of the film commission, and later on, way later, he's like, "Yo, remember that? You know, you guys did that movie?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Whole film commission." I was like, "Yeah, nah, but we were just doing that." And I didn't even really let him say anything about it. He just laughed.
That's awesome.
We're not.
That is so funny.
We're Green Brothers, man.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
And yeah, my buddy Nate, he's a good dude. You know, he was just doing due diligence. He's like, "Yo, you're filming a film up here. I want to know about it." You know.
Oops.
Maybe that's what's gonna build to later when we do let him know when we,
Yep.
got budgets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to get a budget. I always say it like I wrote a horror movie and it's based out in Humboldt, and I'm like I want a budget, because I want a budget and then to spend it all on weed and go film it out in the woods, You know what I mean?
I gotta say though, and you guys know that was I've never been to Cali.
Yeah.
Like
That
I
was
went
your
when I
first-
was a little kid because my uncle's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Arizona. He took me
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
ride and whatever. But I've never been to Cali, and like showing up in Humboldt, especially with Justin and Swizz, man, y'all like
Yeah, we got
the
mad
nicest, welcoming people.
love. Yeah, for sure.
Like real good energy and vibes. And I remember like the first day being like, because I had to walk behind, and I went behind, and Justin and them were all like behind the studio and,
Yeah, yeah.
and the store, and I'm like, yo, there's mad dudes out there.
yeah, yeah.
And in Boston, you're like, yo, there's mad dudes. I'm not really walking back there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. Nah, it's just Justin. And you guys like, yo, what's up? I was like, oh, what's up? We good. Such good energy, man. For real. I got to say that before we say anything else.
California could be 2 states though.
Yeah.
Same thing, right before we got on, because you guys were talking about some shit, and I'm like, yeah, man, right away, we were cool.
Yeah,
Hell
for
yeah.
sure. Hell yeah.
Coming out to Boston and doing the Freedom Rally.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Meeting everyone, I was just like, yo, still trying to find my way back out.
Yeah, for sure. That was awesome, dude.
Collaborate on a new song, all of us.
Hell yeah.
That's
I
what's
actually,
up.
yo, that beat was blazing. We'll get
That
into
beat's
that,
on.
but
Yeah,
that beat was.
It's paradise.
Oh.
Bam, bam. It wasn't paradise. That shit was hardcore. 1 to the 3 to the 4 to the 6. I hope Sean Mack is watching.
Yeah, with Sean Mack.
I told him to tune in.
Oh yeah.
Our homie Sean, great guy. He helped us film he helped us film all the scenes that I was in.
Awesome videographer.
And
awesome.
Good dude,
Yeah,
too.
He's a good dude.
MC producer.
Yeah,
he was drained working with me. He was
Yeah.
drained. He was like, "Oh, this motherfucker works.
yeah.
This motherfucker works 12 hours a day, then goes and
Yeah.
edits it, and then smokes fucking a quarter ounce of weed.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, not even. A quarter pound of weed.
Yeah, yeah.
It was the one night when we did the bar scene. By the end of the day,
He's
we were
passed-
just going strong. Sean was just done.
Yeah, he was
passed out.
sleeping. Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
have a photo of that.
He was all faded. He's like, you guys got this shit? So we were sitting at the front of the bar.
Yep.
Next to the table.
Yeah, he was passed out.
Yo.
Dude, Sean was just like, yo, I'm gonna go head back with these dudes.
Yep.
Yo,
so
yo,
funny.
Swizz, remember we had to keep doing that. We had to keep doing that scene of taking shots, and I was like, "Yeah, just give me the house whiskey." And I don't know what it was, but it was
yeah.
kept pouring and pouring. And by like the 6th time, I was like, "God damn, I got a buzz already."
I kept making that weird noise
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he kept
because
grunting.
I was so fucking hammered and so tired.
No, you didn't want to laugh. You said, well, that's what you said at least that night.
Nah, we stayed like troopers though. We finished the scene.
We did.
We shot what? So we shot. How many scenes did we film there? We shot the nightclub scene. We shot
The Mark Maron
you
scene.
coming in to look, and then Ray came in to look.
And then Mark Maron scene upstairs.
And then the show.
Mark Maron.
Oh, not
Yeah,
Mark
the
Maron.
the
Mark
show,
was
the
his
hip
name?
hop
Z
show.
Man.
No,
He had the hip hop show. We did the
dude
green
that
room.
got 5 on it. Was
Oh, Mark
Marshall
Marshall.
show.
I said Maron. Mike Marshall. We shot that there. Z-Man was
You
there.
could see my head holding up the microphone.
Yeah, you can. In that scene, if you guys are watching, you can see the movie right here in the corner. In the scene at the nightclub in California.
I got a green hat on.
Joe, look very closely. Pause it if you have to. Joe is ducking like this, and he's holding the microphone. You can see him plain as day if you look for it. He's just sitting there.
I'm sitting on the floor holding the microphone. That's how we used to do it, though. You know what I mean?
So Swizz played.
And we shot at his house.
Dude, that was the night. That was
we
the
shot at
night.
his house too.
That was the night this dude gave us all those edibles, and I just was eating them all in the car.
Yes.
I ate all the lollipops, and
And you couldn't get out to get a
I
burger.
was so fucked
No,
up.
no. The guy says to Joe, he goes, "Hey, you want some of these edibles?" And Joe's like, "Yeah, sure." And Joe goes like this to eat the whole thing, and the guy's like, "Whoa, that's a lot. That's strong." And Joe's like, "Okay, go."
Okay. Well, we were also.
He's
up
like, "My
there.
name's Indo Joe, bro. I don't know if you know."
Swizz. We were at your spot because Garth was shooting weed waffles and fried chicken.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wait, who was shooting it?
Shot the scene.
You were shooting it, but Garth was rapping it.
Wait a second.
Sorry.
Who-
dear.
who was
Yeah,
shooting
here
it?
we go. I got to be
Oh
like
my
technical
God.
now.
And just listen.
Oh, he
Oh,
ate too much.
Garth kept going. Who wants another piece? Just kept going. I'll eat another piece. I'm not high. I'll eat another piece. And then we all cheers the beer at the end, and he went outside.
So
he went outside and uked so hard.
Please hit that like button. Please subscribe.
That's it.
there's a scene out there, Swizz. Remember, you guys were shooting.
Damn,
we walked
Sonny
away to
Wong
shoot,
was there, everybody
and
was there.
it was near that little waterfall, the little water area near your house. And I'm like, we don't even know if they have it out for us. That scene before we shot that scene, it was just D and I outside, and we heard a scuffle, and then we heard like a mountain lion because
Oh,
we
yeah.
up there in the woods. And I remember looking at D,
No, it sounds different.
and I remember looking at D, And I was like, yo, what was that? And
Sasquatch.
and we both had like the look like we both shit our pants. But like we were like, all right, let's get the scene over. Let's get the scene over with.
Yeah, you were scared. It was good though. It worked for the scene.
You guys came in the house and you asked, you were like, yo, you got mountain lions out there?
Yeah.
We're like, okay, probably.
I can say 100% it was a cat.
Yeah.
But a kitten crying for its mom. Was it a mountain lion? I don't know. But when we,
I didn't want to find out.
you know what I mean. But when we,
You're probably right, because the neighbors above us had cats. You know what I mean?
yeah, because it was kittens. It was there were
Yeah, but
kittens calling.
But whatever was big that came,
Yeah.
didn't sound like, it sounded more like something bigger. Because you heard it like boom, like moving, and I was like, what the fuck was that?
There's bobcats.
Yeah, it could have been
Could have
bobcats.
been a bobcat.
You definitely hear something come, something that came and quieted
Ew.
quieted the cub.
What are you listening to?
Or the cat or the kitten or whatever it was. It quieted the kitten, and then about 45 seconds later, your neighbor's dog started going. So I don't know. Could have been a coincidence. Could have been a mountain lion. Could have been Bigfoot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yo, the scary thing is that when mountain lions are actually calling, they sound like a woman in distress, like a crazy, like some of them make like aggressive, like,
Holy shit.
deep sounds. But they usually sound like a woman that needs help to try
Holy
to draw
fuck.
someone in and take them out.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
I was the only one out there sounding like a woman who needed help. So it was probably not a mountain lion. Because I was like, yo, D, you heard that?
That was so funny.
I'm from out here, man. The only cats I see are like,
House cats.
yeah, like,
That aliens is like, yo, there's more waffles inside. I'm going back.
yeah, I was like, see you later.
So, like Joe was saying, one of our friends, at the time, I guess, one of our friends was on that video shoot, and he was eating weed waffles and fried chicken. He was also in the movie. Remember, he played like a thief, and
Yeah.
Riley beat him up.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Played a thief.
Yeah, and Riley.
Was he also in the bar?
Yep.
Sweeping up?
Yeah, he's right.
He's right. That's
Holy
right.
shit.
That's
100%.
right.
On the West Coast, and then on the East Coast, he was in the bar scene there.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was the dude who was creeping on you guys. He
Yep.
was checking, he was tripping
Yeah.
you.
Yep. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we did a good job with that bar scene, trying to make it look like your bar. Like when
Yeah.
we shot it on the East Coast,
Oh,
make
with the red lights?
Yeah.
There were
yeah, we did our best. We did our best.
You put the fat bull hat there, and
Yeah.
the red lights
Yeah.
matched the red lights at the Red Fox. So, like, that one thing alone
We-
was, like, identifying.
Yeah.
Like, when I first saw it, I was, like, trying to see, like, oh, it doesn't really look like the back of my bar. It
Yeah.
took me a second. I was like, oh, wait, this is how they...
Yeah.
Oh, dope. All right. 'cause
See,
the
like,
taste was different.
Yeah, you.
We didn't do
if you've
anything.
been there,
Then
you
it all
tell.
hit me. I was like,
Yeah.
no, you guys did a good job with that shit, because I definitely remember vividly noticing the red lights on the front of the bar.
Yeah.
And how it made it seem like you were in the same spot.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it was like-
Yeah, we
That's
tried to
good.
freak the funk. Like, if you've never been to the Red Fox, how would you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the thing. No one has. We're the only ones who fucking know.
Yeah.
So anyone who sees it just sees that's another part of the bar. Over here was, you got a green room and then you got a stage.
Fucking-
Yeah.
That's pretty
Buzzing.
basic nightclub. Right there.
Buzzing, buddy.
Yeah.
So where do you want to go next, Alias?
Well, I don't know. I mean, let's
Let's
so-
go to California.
Let's
since
go to
they're
Cali.
Here. They're
since
here
you're
right now.
Yeah.
We're going all over the place on the Mind Your Manners
Yeah,
podcast.
sorry.
We're just talking that we didn't have a chronological list. We
No.
just wanted to talk about making the movie.
Yeah,
Well,
and
we
talk
got-
to the people who were in the movie and
Well,
have a
like
good
I was
time.
saying,
Both of them worked on the music.
well, I wanted to say in the beginning that like
Swizz is in it.
we
His name's
s-
Biz,
we
right?
spent three and a half years.
This.
We spent like 3.5 years making this movie,
Uh-huh.
and we filmed the end of the movie in a week.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, cause that's what I was saying earlier. Like,
hours a day.
when we had nothing to do but film, like we killed it, dude. Like you were saying, Sean. Like when we went to the St. Patty's Day show, like we went to go knock on the door. Sean was like, "Yo, I'm sleeping." He's like, "I'm not even getting. I don't give
They
a
couldn't
fuck."
get up.
Yeah,
Did I
he was like,
perform?
"I'm getting a fuck."
So what happened was
I performed, right?
Switch.
Yeah.
That was we did the
For
St.
Mike Marshall.
Patrick's Day thing out there, and the weed waffles and the fried chicken were going on,
Waffles.
and Just Listen and
Dude, he ate so
and
much.
they ate so much.
Yeah.
And I remember like I was just having a little bit. They ate so much that he was supposed to. Just Listen was supposed to shoot a video that night. We tried
Yep.
to wake him up.
Oh, yeah,
Big
yeah.
Ray was like, dude, Big Ray was like pounding on his door.
Dude,
The
I
next-
was,
we were
I was
calling.
knocking on his door. We were
we were all,
calling
and then the
him,
next
all
day
of
he's
us
like,
were,
"How come
yeah.
you didn't wake me up?" I'm like, "Dude, we did everything besides shoot your door."
It was when we came back from the
Yeah,
show.
when we came back
Yeah.
that night.
He came running out at us, like ready to fight us.
I'm
and
like,
was
dude, what are you talking about? We tried to. He was done. And then on the way back, we went to Trinity Beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
yeah.
went to Trinity Beach because I wanted to see the. Trinidad Beach,
Trinidad,
with a Goonies,
the
Goonies Rock is or some shit.
We did that at night.
Yeah. No,
We did-
we did that after, and I remember
Why would we
looking.
do that at night? That's crazy.
No,
shit.
no,
Drunk
it
as
was,
fuck.
it was still the sun was still going
Oh,
down.
okay, I got you.
So we went out there, and right after, and I remember being high because, like, I mean, you guys, I drink, but I remember being like, yo, this is crazy, it's so nice. And then I look back in the car, and dudes were spent.
Yeah.
Spent. They were like, nah, you guys go walk, go look at it. I was like, it looks like the Goonies Rock. I want to see it.
Yeah, and then they Sean, I didn't care that he overslept because I wasn't in those scenes
He
anyway.
was working though, so
you know,
Sean was busting his ass.
yeah, so it was understandable for him to be.
but I go
sleeping.
hard when it comes to that shit.
Yeah.
Like I go hard. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
gotta film a whole movie in six days. Here we go.
Let's do it. Yeah. I'm 100% right there with you, dude.
First
if we
day-
gotta work 12 hours, I'll work 13. You know what I mean? I'm there, dude.
So we go out to California, and I say to these guys, I want my own room because I don't want anybody in my room. I don't want partying in my room. I just want to be able to edit and rewrite this and that. And as soon as we got there, I called up Alias and Indo Joe on their phone. I said, "You guys want to smoke? I'm in my room."
That's what. I was gonna say. But the only thing, there was one smoking room available, and you took it. So it was like we could all go smoke. We could all go smoke out on the cold ass porch. Or we can all go smoke in DL's room, where we know he's smoking anyways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's go smoke. You know what I mean? Especially the first night Vader showed up. Just listen, like popped a straight man boner.
No, he goes like this. So Vader showed up, and you guys were all in your rooms. It was super late at night.
Yeah.
And I texted you
It
guys.
was
I
the
said,
first night to Humboldt, and we filmed that whole drive
Yeah,
up
yeah.
from San
Bro,
Francisco.
I said, "Hey guys, Garth Vader's here." It's like 2:00 in the morning. I said, "He's here if you guys want to come meet him or whatever."
Yeah.
This guy comes over and meets him, and then he leaves and he goes, "Dude, I just came in my pants." And I'm like, "You gotta go. You can't say shit like that, man. You're weird, man. You're weird."
He
man.
was such a fan of Vader, though.
Yeah, be a fan, but why you gotta say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He thought he was being funny.
I wouldn't even say
No,
that.
he wasn't being funny. He was being truthful. Not that he really actually did it.
I was just saying,
but
maybe he had to go change his pants.
Like he was just being like, "Oh, that was like most people would say, oh, I'm gonna shit my pants."
Yeah, that's what I was
mean?
gonna say. I've puked and shit my pants when I was drunk.
You never
know?
came at the
Yeah.
same time. No?
I never came though. Yeah.
The first date,
That would have made it a little better.
Yeah.
yo, Just the first date.
Myself and I puked, but I also blew a load.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. You're
I
absolutely
cannot
right.
argue with that.
Just the first day we were up there, I remember in that whole area where the store and the studio and everything was. I remember getting out of the car and like random dudes.
No.
Random dudes were like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
And like, "Oh, here, somebody says what's up." You're like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah, what's up?
Because we don't know each other.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, Joe, you were like, dude was like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Joe's like, nah,
No,
chill,
just say what's up.
Like,
Yeah,
just say
yeah.
what's up. I was like, all right,
They're just saying.
But it took me like 15 minutes to get used to it because then
Yeah.
like
They're
a
just
bunch of
saying
other
hi.
dudes came by and they were like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm like,
yeah.
"What's up?" And I'm like putting bass in my voice and shit, like I'm trying to be some asshole alpha male, like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like, what am I doing? Where am I?
A typical Boston male, right?
Typical masshole. Just
Yeah,
that's what I was being at first, and then when I realized it, I started doing it to people. They walk by, I'm like, "Hey, what's up?"
What's up? Yeah,
They were like, "What's up?"
Please,
Oh, love though.
if you're watching and you're new, this is the Mind Your Manners podcast. Please hit that like button. Please ring the bell and subscribe. This is a weekly podcast. We'll be on Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Sometimes we'll be on Thursdays. I mean,
Sometimes.
7 p.m. Sorry. Sometimes we'll be on Thursdays. Sometimes we'll be on Tuesdays. It don't matter. We'll just pop in when we pop in. But if you subscribe and ring the bell, you will always know when we go live. You will always know the concept. And
So what was it? That first night when we made it to Garberville?
Gabba.
We were filming.
Fucking Gabba kid.
First night we stayed.
No, we were filming. We were filming Agent Stone's first stuff.
Yeah.
Ray Gomez.
Ray Gomez. Hey.
I thought it was Gomez. No,
Hey.
No,
It was
Gomes.
Gomes. Sorry, sorry.
Big
but-
Ray.
But we were filming his first stuff. But once we were done filming, you guys all went into Justice Studio.
Yeah.
And then
For a while.
you and I
Yeah,
went to
it
the
was awesome.
you and I went to the bar.
Yeah,
we were
I was like, "Yo."
you and I were like, let's try every draft like homebrew they have here.
The spot across the street, like the little restaurant.
I don't
thing
even
that had
remember
the
what it was
beers in
called,
Just,
yeah.
It's like when you walked out, it was to the left.
Shout out to DJ Drew. Shout out to Puff
I was like, I just need a beer. I just need a beer. And then it was like 7 beers.
Yeah, we got drunk and then walked across and you guys did the verse.
And then walked across. It's like, yo, let's rap. I'm like, dude, this is great.
This is
Beer,
awesome.
I'm
Yeah,
drunk. I'm ready to rap.
Yeah,
Where did you go? That little restaurant across the street from those
I don't
Fat
even
Bowl
remember.
store or the
No.
SAC
We
store?
sat at a bar
right
just
there.
drinking brews.
Like we crossed the street and found a spot and they had beer and like we got like French fries.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, yeah.
They had
Yeah.
beer.
They had beer, kid.
It was all draft beer. We were just trying all the local draft beer. I remember
I
that
just wanted
shit.
to drink
I was
it.
like, man, this shit is bomb, dude.
I just wanted to drink. That
So
was my whole thing.
before we forget for some reason somehow, why don't you talk about another local craft beer that you found that you liked and how you found it and how it destroyed my life.
Oh, boot? Boot?
Yes.
Oh no.
Swiss says, "Oh no."
Oh no.
So DL brings us. DL has us staying at the Hotel Bedbugs, right? So we get to the Hotel Bedbugs. We're chilling, right? And like straight up, it was everybody shooting Sea of Green, and then there was like meth monsters and shit. So I was like, fuck. So there was a gas station at the corner. We walked to the
Mind your
gas
manners.
station, and
You two were the only ones that went in.
and I opened the door, and there's a beer called Boot, and I was like, Boot, and I kept saying it, so I bought it.
Dio was dying, dude.
So the whole time was like boot. So anywhere I could get boot out there, I was just drinking. I get it here.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
big moose. The boot moose.
The boot news.
And
No,
then-
but
It
you came in the
destroyed my
car
life.
just blasting up boot.
And then
boot.
we
it
found
became
out-
the word of the week.
And we found out that
Became the word of my life. It's fucking 6 years ago. I still say it.
boot.
And then we turned around and we found out that Boontville had its own language.
Yeah, yeah.
So we would talk in the language like
Bootling or something
Oh
like that.
my God, I
Bootland.
forgot
we
about
call
the-
it like the Muldoons.
Yeah,
Oh,
saddle
dude.
blankets.
Saddle
titties,
blankets.
Titties are saddle blankets.
Saddle blankets.
Big chicks are Muldoons.
Muldoons
Oh my God.
from Boontville, man.
What was it? Bill Nunn? It was pancakes,
Bill
right?
Nuns with pancakes,
Bill
yeah.
Nunn.
So,
The place is fucked up. I want to go
What
there.
was the cell phone guy? The
Me and my
first
girl
guy that
drove
had the
through.
cell phone?
but yo,
No, that's what it
honestly,
was.
though,
Bill,
What was that guy's name?
Bill Nunn
no,
was the-
that was the pancakes. What was
Okay.
the guy's name that had the first man to have a telephone in town?
Oh,
He had his own. That was what it was called, like a fucking.
Oh.
I thought it was the Bill Nunn, no?
that was the maple syrup pancake shit.
Oh, it's gonna come back to me sometime. So yeah, needless to say, we found Boone at the gas station at the end of the street.
We drank
So
it all
hold
week,
on a second.
though.
Hold on a second.
We kept buying it, though.
We bought it the whole
Swizz,
time.
Swizz and Just One. Do you guys ever run into people speaking that around there? I mean, it's not that far from you. It's like 40 miles away.
He's like, no.
Speaking that Boont language, that Boontling or
The
whatever it's called.
Boonville.
You never hear people talking like that?
No.
Because me and my girl, when we came, me and Just One, remember you took us on that hike behind your house? When we drove, we went to Napa right after that, and we drove through that town. And I was like, yo, I gotta stop and get a fucking cheeseburger or something. But we didn't stop.
I would have got pancakes.
I've never heard that. I didn't know.
You gotta look it up. It's in Boone, California. Boone.
Oh, is it
And
N-E? Yeah, Boonesville.
and it's English, but all their
Not Boonville and Boone, I think, are two
oh Booneville. It's Booneville.
It's Booneville.
Sorry,
It's
Booneville.
It's Booneville, yeah.
Boone comes from.
Dude.
And they talked their own little language, like.
And we started translating and talking it to each other for like a year.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Year?
weird.
For at least a year.
It's 2020.
Well, no, it was at least the rest of the filming of Sea of Green.
Yeah.
We were
A
talking
lot of
that.
Muldoons.
Yeah, yeah.
You were speaking Boone.
Yeah.
We just couldn't get enough of it. It was making us cry.
Remember a lot of Boone screaming. Boone,
Yeah. Boom.
Boone.
Oh man.
Just yelling it.
All right, so now so we flew to San Francisco, rented the car, we drove up to Humboldt.
No, we
No,
rented the car and then shot for 8 hours.
We,
Oh,
yeah,
in
we
San
shot
Francisco.
all
And
and then
day
we
in
stopped
San
halfway
Francisco.
in another town in California near Stockton.
Stayed at the Wiz's house.
Stayed there. That's where the scene was.
Filmed more when we got there
There was
before
a-
we went to
yep.
bed.
Shout out to Risky Biz.
We
So
stayed
that was
there.
probably like a 9-10 hour day of film.
Wiz's house.
Yeah,
The
the
Wiz,
Wiz.
yes.
Yeah, exactly.
All I wanted to do was shower. I was so messed up from the whole day.
We filmed like 10 hours that day.
Yep.
Yep. And they got mad at me because I made it 30 seconds in the movie.
30 seconds after all
Yeah,
that.
no, yeah, I was so
So then-
I was so mad.
So then
dude.
we get back in the car.
I
we
was
got
so angry
we gotta
because
pick
we
up-
spent 10 hours filming, and
But
it was
fuck it,
you know,
we saw San
but-
Francisco. You saw
but it
all
wasn't
the,
just 10 hours. It was 10 hours of us having anxiety in the fucking streets of San Francisco. People staring at us, going, "What the fuck are these weirdos doing, dude?"
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I
another-
mean?
that's another good
It was
point.
like,
Now
you know what I
we're-
mean? And then I watched the movie, and it's like, I looked at my phone for a second, and I missed that whole 10 hours of my life that I had anxiety. You know what I mean? Like
That's another thing about the guerrilla filming is now we're in an environment that is known for filming and people are looking out for it.
Yes.
You know,
But it
downtown
wasn't
San
then.
Francisco.
It
you know?
wasn't then. You know what
So
I mean?
we
I had a flip phone.
So
it's
we
in the
do
movie.
that. We stay somewhere near Stockton on the way up. We leave in the morning.
We had
Now,
some bomb breakfast.
We had bomb breakfast.
Bomb breakfast.
Berm, it was Berm.
So, and that was a good time. We smoked, chilled. It was great. Like every second up there was just amazing
much
people,
fun, dude.
great hospitality, and just
Absolutely.
good times. But then we get in the car and we're heading up.
Oh,
and
God.
we're right in Napa. We're crossing. You see the sign for Napa. It's beautiful.
This was partly my fault.
And then the cops pull us over.
Yeah, this is partly my fault.
So I'm driving, right? I'm driving, and I think I'm the only one that noticed the cops.
Only one.
Do that. Just do
So
that real quick.
so I'm driving.
Remember that you
Actually, I'm driving. This is how I'm driving because I know I'm driving. I'm driving
how you're
down
driving.
the street and
We're on the highway. We're on the 101.
I wasn't speeding, but we passed a little thing where there was this little off turn and there was a cop sitting there and I seen him right away. I was like, oh fuck.
And we got Arizona plates.
Oh, we did. I
Yes.
knew we had out of state.
We
plates,
did.
but-
Arizona plates.
We had Arizona plates. You're
So
right.
I'm like, all right, this cop's gonna pull us over, and we were smoking weed.
Yeah.
No, we just had smoked weed. We weren't
Yeah.
smoking at the time.
we
I
we
feel
had
like.
finished smoking weed.
We had just finished smoking weed.
Yeah,
okay.
this is
Sean
this
was
is
smart enough to light up a cigarette as soon as we
no,
saw the cop.
yeah, but
behind
this is the problem. Like you didn't tell anybody that there was a cop behind us, so we just finished blazing. So my stupid ass is stoned out of his tree, and I'm like making a joke. I look to my left because I'm sitting in left nut. I look to my left, and all I see is two cops sitting in a car with their shades on, looking at me driving, and I go, I just gave the stupidest smirk, going, oh shit, and they just hit their brakes, went right behind us, and I was like, oh yeah, we're getting pulled over now, dude. Here we go.
So we have fake SWAT team shit in the car, fake guns. We had all the stuff
So
for the
much,
scene that we
yeah.
all shot up in the woods, in the
Yeah.
hills. So we have it all on top of. You guys were like, yo, we're going to Humboldt, but I'm gonna bring sand to the beach, so I'm bringing a shit ton
We
of
brought
weed.
tons of weed with us.
Well, that's the problem is because you might run into
just
your
fucking with you.
homies. You might, but might be that time where it's like, oh, actually, bro, we're on tour, or actually, bro, me and my girl went to Sacramento for the weekend.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
We
it
have
happens.
nothing.
You
But
did
we're out
what?
there,
What did you do?
and there's everything.
So you
in
always
the
bring
car.
sand to the beach when it comes to
That's
weed.
a good point.
You know what I mean? Always bring weed.
I remember being pulled over, like, yo, y'all can buy the best weed up there, and you said the same thing. You're like, bro, why would I do that? I have weed right now.
It's 4 or 5 hours of driving to get up here, so you still need weed for that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's a
but we
long drive, homie.
Like,
that
that's-
is a long drive.
So
Like,
we.
A lot of people, hold on a second. A lot of people take keychains. A lot of people take magnets. I take weed from
dude.
Humboldt when I go on vacation.
okay,
Yeah.
what's
That's
what's,
my souvenir.
What's
you know what I
what's the Boston drive from Lowell? 20 minutes? I can't do it without blazing.
Well, no, it's not
know
even.
what I mean?
So we get.
Car and drive down from Humboldt.
Yeah.
And they would drop their weed off because there was a rental car. They would drop their weed off in a gas station in the bathroom in the fucking ceiling with the bowl.
Oh,
Then
shit.
They'd go fly out, and then when they fly back in and get to the whip, and they stop and they go into the gas station bathroom.
Holy shit.
It's like when you're going like north, like it's like the last road before you go onto the bridge. There's a gas station on a corner, and my buddy Steve Webb, the bass player from Nucleus.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
He and his girl would stash their weed in a public fucking gas station, and he would get off the plane, rent the car to get back up north, would stop off, and he would go and make sure.
That's
he had
sick.
weed for the back up.
That's awesome.
Sick. And then
That's perfect planning, dude. That's
so
awesome. Yeah.
they pull us over. They say DL's driving too close to the back of a truck, which was
Yeah.
just stupid.
yeah, yeah.
They unloaded all our shit. They had us all out on the highway, and I had a fucking cold.
Part of the state was this.
Was Napa, right in Napa.
It-
Right
yeah,
in
it-
Napa.
No, not Napa, because
Well, it was
right-
wine
it's,
country.
it's not Napa, but it's
It was right,
Right-
right.
right where you start seeing. It's not Napa, but it's right where you
We
start
start seeing the
seeing
wine
vineyards
fields.
coming north from
It was
San
wine
Francisco.
country.
It's like your first
Sonoma,
vineyard.
yeah.
It's the first vineyard you pass, pretty much.
Santa Rosa.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Santa
So-
Rosa, yeah.
we get pulled over. Now they take us all out of the car, light
Oh,
a
yeah.
cigarette. I'm like, fuck. And this is something people don't. I had a cold sore during the movie, right? For real.
Mind your
Stay
manners,
with
mind your manners.
And I had to take. Literally, this is real shit. I had to take lipstick, right? So you wouldn't see it on the shit,
Yep.
and put it on my shit,
Oh,
so
God,
you
that
wouldn't
was
see
gross.
it. So when the cop was frisking me, he pulled the lipstick out of my pocket, and that's the only thing he asked about. He's like, "What's this?"
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, "I got a cold sore, and I don't want people to see it."
See,
And he was just like, "What the
what I
He's like, just go sit over there. He goes, just go sit over there.
What I specifically remember was he pulled. There was 3 people in the back, 2 in the front, right? He pulled each one of us out one at a time, and we all put our hands on the hood of the car because that's what you do out here on the East Coast, and apparently on the West Coast you're supposed to put your hands on your head. So every single one of us put our hands. He goes, no, put your hands on your head, and that's how they frisked us.
Yeah.
And then each one of us had the same story. We flew in from Mass. We're going up north to film for this movie.
Up north, kid.
And they,
Up north, kid.
They,
Up north trip, kid.
and we're like, we all, like I said, we all had weed on us, so we were like, oh fuck, they're just gonna take our weed. Like, Just Listen was crying. He thought we were going to jail, and we were like, dude, listen, only one of us is gonna get arrested if anything, because only one person's gonna take the rap. We're not gonna be like, that's his, that's mine. No, one person's gonna take the rap, then we're gonna go bail him out, dude. It's gonna be all right. But they came back to us after we were sitting on the highway for about 30 minutes. They came back to us and we're like, here's your IDs. Yeah, we put the stuff back as best we could.
The SWAT team helmets and all that were back in the truck.
They're like, have a good one. Fucking, we hop back in the car. We're like, oh shit. They might have took the weed, but at least we didn't fucking get arrested. I checked my bag. I'm like, guys, still got my weed.
Everybody still had their weed and their hash.
It was the coolest thing. Like they were looking for smugglers or something.
They were looking for money going up.
They were like, yeah, you got 100 pounds in there or $100,000.
None of that. Yeah.
Like, well, you have an ounce of weed or whatever you had. It's like,
Yeah, we had like maybe 5 ounces of weed in the car, dude.
have fun with your little movie shoot, guys.
Yeah,
Exactly.
They were looking for that.
The one.
They were looking for that other shit.
Yeah, we had like maybe 5 ounces in the car, you know?
Pulled over in Eureka and Arcata, and first thing the cop says is like, you know, what do you got in there? And I pull out my little weed stash, and it's like, you have money or large amounts of, you know, it's like.
Out here they look for guns. The first thing they ask out here is if you
First
have a gun.
thing they asked.
It's all guns out here.
Always ask, where are the burners?
East Coast, it's do you have a gun? Out here, it's like, do you have large amounts of weed?
Yeah.
Or needles if they're gonna frisk you.
Yeah. I think they asked that out here
They're
too.
doing that. Yeah, that's out here too.
They asked that out here too.
Yo, when the movie came out, you guys like are known out there, and you know, obviously you guys are respected
I haven't been
for.
back since the movie's been out.
You guys are respected for everything that you guys do out there. Absolutely, 100%. What was the people's reaction to that to the movie? Were they like, "Oh, this ain't authentic," or?
I say have 50-50.
It seemed mixed for the most part. Some people were like super fired up about it, and then some people like you know, like some people that really hold on to everything about the area, like, you know, I don't know, just like felt like there's some inaccuracies because of the drama, but the overall look was everyone that I knew liked it, you know.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, anyone who liked it, there was
Definitely embellished.
definitely like some locals that like were, you know, like like portraying it like it's all gangster shit, but it's not all gangster shit.
Yeah.
Murder Mountain. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, with people I know in Chicago now, we'll go back to that question, but like, you know, in the Murder Mountain, people are like, oh, so like you live out there? I'm like, well, I work off my boss lives on Jewett, pretty much. You know, like I know people in that area and drive past there all the time.
Yeah.
It's not like I've done that for years. It's like everyone's like, oh, hey man, you want a sandwich? You want some eggs? I got some extra eggs from my farm today. Like, oh, you smoke? Like, that's pretty much how it is. And of course, there's pockets of shit. That pockets of shit is happening everywhere.
Yeah.
You watch Deliverance? Yeah, that shit's real. You know, are there people in the hills doing stuff? Yeah, probably. You know, but who knows? But like, that's not what Humboldt is. You know what I mean? But
For sure.
anyway, yeah. But there's mixed feelings. There are people who take it seriously, and like even the movie Humboldt County that came out.
Yeah.
Like,
Swizz was in that movie too.
I really like that movie, but like I know a bunch of locals that didn't like that because it was like it just wasn't realistic. Yeah, it was just like it was like yours was realistic.
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
way. It was a real.
Ours was realistic, but it was far fetched, and that's what we
It was
kind of made it
exaggerated.
like that. We tried to make it interesting. Because if it was just realistic weed, it'd just be a guy sitting on a lawn chair growing weed.
It is interesting, and it leaves the story open.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
I was talking to Justin, I'm like, you know, it's pretty cool how Dave, like, you know, and obviously Alias and Joe, I've gotten to know you guys over the time in this. But I'm like, wow, the people that would move on to the next movie, you got the Wizard,
Yep.
and you got Bud, and you got Garth Vader and Billy the bartender, who seems to be running shit, or whatever's going on there, is like, where are all of them?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, so it's kind of cool
To write
as a
another
friend,
story.
as a bro, like we're watching you put it all together, like oh shit, you know. So
That's
it's
a
like
good
the
idea,
movie
third
is
story
definitely
about all
clever. The story is
California
a good story,
people.
you know what I mean? And it's like,
Like
it leaves more. It leaves wonderment to what happened to those dudes.
Yeah,
and, you know how the fuck, you know what I mean?
Except
like
for
I
me.
didn't even know. I thought I was the bartender in the movie because you were like, yeah, I'm writing this shit as I go, or I have some ideas.
Yep,
and it's a basic idea, but we're gonna make it happen.
Yep.
Right? You were like, you had a specific idea, but you wanted it to be open and like, how, you know, be like, I was
How we
nervous
do it
about
on the
being
Weekend
an actor.
Warriors.
Like, I'm not really an actor. You're like, yeah, but just do it anyway because you got this shit. Read this and then you'll find your way, you know. And it was like, and then I started reading the scene where I'm like in the woods, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, who do you think funded this shit? I'm like, this just tripped me out, and I was like, oh shit, I had no idea what my role is. I was like, I think Alias said the same thing. It's like, scenes you didn't know what were gonna happen, and then you find yourself in this other role, or like what's the Sunbeam was like, yo, I had the same experience where suddenly I'm reading the scene going, oh, I'm the motherfucker who financed this shit.
Yeah.
Give me that vest.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I was like, all right.
That's how most of my characters are. Like,
you know what
I
So it actually was really clever in that I didn't really know what my role was going to be. So once I realized, you're like, oh shit, I got a major role right now. I got a
clown in the chat.
You are. I still am like, I laughed at it a little bit.
It's good,
myself,
Tristan. I like it.
Yeah. No, I feel you. That's how most of my characters are. Any project that I ever done, when I first approach them, I'm like, I don't want to be the face. I don't want to be the I want to be the small character. I like working behind the scenes, and then it always ends up where like I get all these lines and I get this. I'm like, God damn it, I don't want to do this, dude. You know what I mean? Or Dio wants to read some chats.
So in the chat, if
yeah.
If you're in the comments section, please hit the like button. There's more people watching.
Nah, you gotta hear me. Tell me what you're laughing at.
But all right.
He's dying.
So
over
Risky Biz has something to say when you were talking about how you had a cold sore on set.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
He just wrote, cold sore in quotation marks.
Yeah.
Mind you, hold on a second.
Mind your manners.
Oh, sorry, babe.
Mind you, man.
I think it's called the hairpiece.
Nah, I didn't.
A hairpiece?
You know what? At first, I thought it was the hairpiece. It's not the hairpiece. I'll be honest with you. I've definitely gotten tested in my time because I was a wild child.
The hairpiece?
The hairpiece. Yeah, right.
I got tested one time when I was 13, so I should be good.
Man, I got tested when I was 15.
I should be good.
Yeah. The last 4 broads I've been with have asked me that. When's the last time you got tested? I go, I don't know, 09?
That stripper I shared that toothbrush with that weekend, it don't matter because I got tested when I was 14.
I'm like, well, she don't have it, so she didn't catch it, so I must never have had it.
That's how I usually base my, I usually hit up the broads that I've had sex with, and I go, hey, when's the last time you been tested? Oh, 3 months ago. Did you get anything? No? Oh, cool, we're good then. I'm good.
Yeah, that's the Mitch Hedberg roundabout AIDS test.
Yeah, so whatever.
He says basically, how's he say? He goes,
nobody I know has AIDS,
I
asked
my friend, hey, Alias, you know anyone that got AIDS? Oh,
no.
Cool. Then you know me. so I'm good.
Oh, my God. Yeah, but I have to tell that story. Listen, man, I have to tell a story because the cop actually pulled lipstick out of my pocket and was like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Oh, yeah, the lipstick.
Yeah, and I just stared at him. That's what he's talking about. He said, coleslaw.
I gotta say, though, any other state, we would have lost our weed.
Yeah.
Any other state, we would have lost
One of
our
us
weed.
would have got arrested, too.
Yeah, and somebody would have got arrested. Yeah, one. They would have came up to us and said, who... Yeah, so they would have came up to us and been like, somebody's going to jail. Who's going for it? Because that happened to me when I was 19. I went to a head store to go get a glass piece from my bong, and I put my weed in the ashtray before I went in. And when we left, we got pulled over.
Oh,
and
no.
I forgot I put it in there. Usually, I always put it in my sock, and I forgot I put it in there. And the cop found it and was like, whose is it? I was being the most honest to the cop. And he's like, whose is it? I go, honestly, it's mine. And he put me in jail, and it's like you know what I mean? Like, but it's like,
whose is it? It's mine. And then he put me in jail.
but it was like,
Honesty pays, children. Honesty pays.
but it was like I wasn't gonna put my boys in jail. Only one of us went to jail. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? You speak up for it. You don't let everybody in the fucking car go to jail over one person's shit. You know.
So-
that's why when we got arrested in New York, He's putting me in cuffs, and I'm like, for what? I'm not even in the car, dude. You know what I mean? I have nothing on me, dude. You know? He was like, no, you have weed on you. You're going to jail.
when they looked at us and said we packed it up the best that we could, you fellas travel safe. I
Yeah.
was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I was
just
so confused
happened?
because I had a knife on my hip, and he was like, "I put your knife in the back. I hope it's
That's
okay."
not Corona, by the way.
And I'm like, oh,
All right, so
okay.
we're gonna
Damn, we got hairpiece and coronas
All
over
right,
here.
yeah, we got hairpiece and a Corona. So
man,
people
I
are
gotta
shouting
pee.
out Chef Tanya. Yeah, Chef Tanya isn't here tonight, but you know
man.
we told you last week we're gonna do Tuesdays with Chef Tanya.
Is there a picture of
But she
it?
wasn't. She's in a sea of green, but she only really worked on it for like 10 minutes. But you know what? We're gonna actually talk about that real quick. So mind your manners.
Mind your manners. Hi everyone, how's everyone doing tonight? I just want to give a big shout out to all the cast from A Sea of Green, especially the Ill-Mannered Films family, because I know they worked so hard on it. It took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to bring that all together. Big shout out to Alias. If it wasn't for Alias, I would have never met Mr. DL. I actually met him in September during the Boston Freedom Rally, and he was shooting a scene for A Sea of Green, and he just randomly asked me like, hey, you want to be in the scene? I need someone. And the rest is really history. Big shout out to everybody in the cast and crew, especially the Ill-Mannered Films family. Please catch it on YouTube. It's free, and you can see the whole movie. Chef Tanya Nicole, have a great one. Mind your manners.
So sorry if you heard a delay over there.
Whoa, it is
because, they had turned up their
That was
YouTube.
that was a big problem when we first put the movie out. Everybody's like, is it on YouTube? Is it free? Oh, I gotta pay $10. Yes, almost 3 hour movie, $10. Come on, dude. I paid $15 to $20 for CDs that I've never listened
Dudes
to.
were actually trying to cuff.
You know what I mean?
They were
Like,
trying
dude,
to cuff
homies
it.
that were like, yo, you gotta buy my new CD. I'm like, okay, it's still in the wrapper to this day.
They
You
were
know what I
trying to
mean?
cuff it.
Mind
You
your
can't buy
manners.
a movie that you can watch in your background for
They're
$10.
like, yo, let me get that.
You know?
I'll get paid next week. I'll give you the 10.
Yeah, I hated
But
that.
I didn't care
Hated
because
that at
I didn't
first.
care if one person bought it. I just
No,
want.
I hated it at first because
I'm just
we
like, dude,
spent
watch
so
it.
much money on it, dude.
Yeah.
You know, it was like not that we were trying to make millions off the money. It was just like you can't spend $10, homie. Come on, dude. Like with the people that worked on the movie, different story. You're entitled to your free copy. You know what I mean? You worked on the movie for free. You're entitled to your free copy. But like people that were like, "Oh, I've been anticipating this movie since you dropped the trailer." It's like, but you can't spend $10.
Save a quarter a day.
Fuck, man! What the fuck, dude?
If you were anticipating it and you saved a quarter a day, you could have bought 2
All right.
copies.
So
Exactly,
in the
dude.
chat we got B Swizzle. He's shouting out DJ Slim because DJ Slim's up in here somewhere.
Oh, shout out to DJ Slim. the
Risky
fucking-
Risky Biz is like, wait a second. There's a new movie? Oh, you didn't know about that? It's called A Stick of Thieves, and it is
Stick of
coming
Thieves
soon.
Part 2. And you know what's
Sir.
crazy about the Stick of Thieves? Indo Joe does all the practical effects on the movie.
All the blurred.
All
and
the blood, all the practical effects.
Risky Biz is smiling at someone. It's probably something I said. It's probably a funny thing I said.
Want a beer?
DJ Slim is saying Indo Joe's crazy. Big man, Lil Boat, gaming and fishing. I'm thinking that's Big Ray.
Big Ray.
Because it looks like him maybe in the thing because it's really small over here. Brockton Rap is saying she's in West Virginia.
Yo, what up?
3 Stories Wally is saying he bought a Sea of Green. So thank you, 3 Stories Wally.
Yeah.
Appreciate
That's pretty
that,
cool.
homie.
And DJ Big Red is just shouting out some people in the chat.
Right here,
So yeah, tell him about that, Joe.
well, this if you it's hard to see, but so we filmed a big part of the movie at the Boston Freedom Rally, and then once the movie was done, we were promoting it at the Boston Freedom Rally, and that's when B Swizz came out,
Swizzy.
and I made this spray paint can with the tag on it, and I wanted every cast member that showed up that day I had signed. So it's got a lot of people that were in the movie fucking signed on it. B Swizz, everybody. B Swizz did a fucking little keyboard there. Rex,
keyboard.
there's everybody's on here.
gonna get it.
Terminology, Sean Mack.
We're gonna get into the music soon.
Dude, there's so many people on it. There's me. I'm on here. You know what I mean? Come on.
I'm on there, I think. Am
Yeah,
I on there?
yeah. You're the only one that's on the actual Sea Green.
Oh, that's
because it's your
cool.
movie. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure.
But
alright.
like, oh man, I was like, this is such a cool, kind of gift almost. You know what I mean? It was the first year the movie came out. We were promoting it at the Boston Freedom Rally. We filmed part of the movie there. It was just like, and the movie's about weed. You know what I mean? It was awesome. We tried to get as much of the cast as we could to go. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people. Look at this thing.
Was there at all the different little spots, like
Yeah.
Slim, he had his booth right down the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then my buddy, my childhood friend, ended up being the dude who sold the dude a sack.
That's right. You're absolutely
He was, like,
right.
wearing the old school fat bull hat. Like,
You're absolutely right, dude.
Like,
That's right.
my buddy Bob, he just like he was living in Massachusetts or in Exeter.
Holy
And he
shit, I
was,
remember
like,
that.
He lived in Exeter, and he drove down to come hang out with
Holy
us. And
fuck,
he ended up,
dude.
Yeah, he loves that shit.
Remember
It's
that?
Like,
I do remember.
I do. That was crazy, dude. I remember that shit, dude. You had-
Freedom Rally was dope, man.
yeah, that was fun,
So
dude.
let's not leave. Let's not get too far away from Humboldt.
No, I'm not leaving.
Yeah, we're still in Humboldt, right? Did we finish that getting arrested or
Yeah,
pulled
yeah,
over
we-
story?
Yeah, we got
Holy
that
shit, dude.
I think they said
So
pretty
that-
much. I
that
think
was all in 1 week.
the Humboldt,
All that filming was 1 week.
1 week.
all
That's
the
what's
Humboldt
crazy
stuff.
about it.
There's a lot of shit where I freaked the funk. Anything you saw my dog in, Riley, anything you saw Riley in was filmed in places that I made look like Humboldt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So when you saw Riley or
Trail and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So I
B-roll helps.
yeah, B-roll really helps. You know, you see a wide shot of fucking redwoods, and then you got a close up of just someone standing in front of a bunch of trees.
With some ferns next to him.
Ferns.
You already
We looked for ferns as best we could and filmed near ferns with light, and it was like 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 a tree that like kind of looked like a redwood. We would film near there, and it was like, I think we did a pretty good job.
I have a quick question, DL. Did you shoot that whole thing with that one camera, like D50 or?
I
There's
shot
two
um
cameras.
all the East Coast stuff is one camera, the Canon T3i, but I had lenses.
T3, that's right, the Rebel series.
Yep.
The Rebel,
And then
yep.
the Humboldt stuff is 50-50. Half of it shot with my camera and half of it was with my homie's 5D, and he had
John's.
Yeah.
The dude who's supposed to do the verse.
yeah he had some wild lenses on that. So if you really pay attention, some of the shots are just like some of the lenses are wild. 1 to the 3 to the 4 to the 6.
Yo, Joe, stop.
What happened?
Endo Joe just burst out.
Oh my
He
god.
said the verse.
Oh, he did.
He doesn't need to finish the song.
Yeah,
I kept saying that. I'm like, can we just go? I want to go home.
You didn't have a lot of stuff to work with, but you did an amazing job with like the tools you had.
He was just tired. We were tired.
Doing a lot of geography
The
and like seeing how you just freaked it with just a basic setup. Was, like, it's inspired.
I
So-
think the sound is what we learned the most off this movie. To like, you have to you have to like, you have to get the sound down good, because going back into the studio, people forget what emotions they were at that time, and it's hard for them to get the lines again. You know what I mean? Like what they're supposed. You know. I don't know. It was like.
to do.
And there was a lot of times where we didn't use the mic, or we put it on the table and it would have a bang sound, so you had to do the vibrating of the phone. We just learned a lot from this movie to not do. Yeah, it's like
So we got Quarantine Cody back in the mix. We got a bunch of stuff going on in the
Quarantine
chat.
Cody's about to go
Shout out to
take a
Truth Hip Hop Consciousness. Shout out to 3 Stories Wally. We got another person we want to. I'm just gonna mute Swizz real quick, so he doesn't feedback real quick. We got another person who wants to say something about working on the movie, and here he is, right here, man. He's actually, I think, hopefully still here in the chat. I wanted to wait till he was up in here to play it, and I think he's here. So, Mind Your Manners podcast. Hit that like button. Please subscribe and ring the bell.
What's up, guys? Ray Gums here, a.k.a. Agent Stone from the movie A Sea of Green. Want to say what up to DL and everybody from the East Coast that participated, everybody from the West Coast, Humboldt County. What's up? Love you. Just want everyone to know that it was so fun to make this fucking movie, to have that shootout scene. It meant so much to me. It was a dream come true. DL, it was a blessing meeting you. And hopefully we can do some more work in the future, do some more shit. I don't know. Either way, come on out, bro. We'll blaze it up. With that, stay high, be high. Be good to you. Love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Big Ray. Big Ray, I didn't know him. I met him over the World Wide Web, the spider thing, and we get to talking. He's like, yeah, I'm down to be in this shit. I'm like, word. I was like, oh man, that's cool, man. Because no matter who it is that's willing to do something, I'm always like grateful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, that's cool, man. So he gets all this shit set up. He got, oh, this place is dope. Oh, I got fucking motherfuckers who got blanks. I got motherfuckers who got bullets. I got motherfuckers
I got
who
a friend who got a police Crown Victoria.
Yeah, AK-47s.
Oh,
then
right.
you throw a thick man up in the
Yes.
mix, you know. Then that's fucking. They really helped out a lot.
Yeah.
They really helped out a lot with
For sure.
our production value
Absolutely.
on the
to
shootout
make it
scene.
look like, especially going up the hill, when we were driving up the hill, just having the Crown Vic, like with the dirt turning around the hill, it just looked authentic. You know what I mean?
And the other thing is too is Ray was like, Ray
How-
stayed
how
with us
cr-
the whole time.
Oh, yeah,
Every
yeah.
day he was with us the whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
That's
for
a good
sure.
dude.
You know what?
He was a
Every
good
day.
dude.
When I went up to Humboldt the last time with my girl, I took her up there. No one was really around. Just one was around, and Ray was around. There was only two people I saw that I knew.
How about?
Huh?
Last time?
Yeah. I didn't really reach out to a lot of people. Oh no, that's a lie. I saw Thick Man too. Thick Man met up with me at the Eureka State Park in Cutton. He met up with me over there. I saw Thick Man too.
How about driving up the hill, like Alias is in shotgun, having an anxiety attack, dude.
So Ray,
Because
You're
every time
going up
he
the
would look
hills.
out the window, it was just a
A
cliff.
straight drop down, and I'm like, yo, and D's like, don't worry about it. He's got one hand on the wheel, one hand smoking a joint, the other one trying to grab a camera. I'm like, Doug, what are you
He
doing?
was
You only have
filming
two
going
hands."
up.
I'm driving up this
Filming,
hill
smoking,
that
and driving.
has no barrier. If you've never been to Humboldt, it's hard to explain. It has no barrier on the side. It's just a drop off a mountain, and I'm driving up. I'm driving up this dirt road behind cars who are kicking up dust.
And
through dust clouds with my fucking camera like this.
Yeah.
Driving. Alias is like, yo,
I'm
yo,
like, yo, you're too close. He's like, yo, shut up. I'm like, nah, you're too close. You're too close.
So that,
Me goes down here, that's the reaction most of the time.
Yeah,
so that,
Hell yeah.
that was the craziest shit.
so then that's like, oh, when Frank Grimes sees Homer on the moon, he's like, you've never been, you've never been up
Dude,
there.
I sounded like, yo, Just, I sounded like the whole time. I still sounded like a mountain lion.
yeah.
Just,
How do I get rid of that box
whole
over their
time.
face?
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
ah! They're like, is that a mountain lion? Like, no, it's me in the back seat. I just shit.
No, you were in the front seat.
Oh, I was in the front. You're right.
Yeah.
I didn't want. For one time in my life, I didn't want shotgun.
You were because you were driving through the camera. You were basically driving through the camera.
Dude, I was like,
You know
this.
what I mean?
was
Like you,
this.
because you were filming the Crown Vic in front of us and the SUV in front of us, and like you weren't paying attention to the road. You were paying attention to their tail lights. You know what I mean? Like
because you couldn't see nothing. It was just dust.
Yeah.
But it was such good footage that you're not gonna get that again. You're gonna have to wait an hour and a half for that dust to settle.
You were ready to kill us all for that footage.
Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna fall off. I wasn't gonna fall off. I've
He's
driven
like,
up.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
well, yeah. They gotta get it right.
Man, when Darth Vader was in the hospital, I had to go pick him up in Reading, and those roads, those aren't dirt roads, but those are some windy fucking roads driving from Eureka to Reading. What?
Speaking of thick man,
That's some they film movies on. I mean, they film car commercial on type roads.
So-
That happened at night too. It was getting dark.
Oh.
We just like up and went. Remember, we just up and got in the car. That was it, man. It's like,
What, the night it happened?
yeah.
Dude, I stayed home and watched the kid. He's like, I'm gonna go up, but I got a Torian. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna go. So you might as well just go, and I'll watch Torian. And sorry to say the name. Mind my manners. Mind my manners. What
He'll
happened?
be alright. He's old enough now.
Yeah. He's in the chat. No.
Mind your manners.
Speaking of thick man,
Sorry, babe.
We woke up early the first day in Humboldt. Joe and I wake up early, and I'm like, yo, we gotta go to the store. We go to the store, and it was right before we went to shoot up in the hills. And I get there, and all of a sudden, like four carloads of dudes just show up. Now I don't know anybody.
Yep.
Thick man got the tattoo on his head. Oh, it was crazy.
He got the knuckle tattoos.
Yeah,
and
he
Yeah,
shit.
he's got everything.
He got the
His
Bam Bam
hands.
Bigelow.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
like,
it's hard,
yo,
you know
and
what I
there's
mean?
mad dudes, and like I'm like, yo, and we walk in the gas station. I'm like, that's how they roll out here. And then all of a sudden, like we're walking out, and I'm like, Joe, there's mad dudes, and Joe and I, we haven't met anybody yet.
Yep.
Like Ray, no one. And then I walk out, and somebody's like, hey, Philip Waters.
Yep.
And I was like, what? They're like, it's Philip Waters, and they were like, yeah, we're the guys with you today. I was like, thank the
Nice.
good
All right,
Lord.
correct me if I'm wrong. Was there a trailer before we went to Humboldt?
There was.
Yeah, it was.
There was.
There was.
It was a small one, but it was.
Yeah.
And it was nothing that like.
It was nothing that the movie came out to
Yeah, because it was all that Sun B shit, a lot of that Marquee stuff.
do.
You know what I mean?
Junie and I arguing. Shout out to Junie
Yeah,
and
there
I
was a
arguing
lot
in
of
the
that
kitchen.
shit, dude. Like,
But yeah, man, and then
That's the first thing we shot. Hold on a second,
Yeah.
Alias. Don't go away from that because I want to show something here. See in the chat here real quick. I'm gonna show you guys.
Mind your manners.
showing it.
Sorry,
you're showing
sorry.
Tanya.
I showed Tanya again. Sorry,
Because he
man.
likes it so much.
So in the top left, we got the very first day of shooting right here. That is the very first
Whoa.
day. Machete's there. Indo Joe's there. Alias.
Hey,
is that
that's
my
me.
mama house?
Yeah, I think
That's my mother's house.
Is that with Marky too?
not
No.
the first day. Maybe.
Okay.
Nah, because Machete was my mother was like giving Machete like cookies. She's like, you want some homemade
Oh
cookies?
yeah.
So right next to that is our first. I'm not sure if it's our only, but our first fan tattoo. Someone tattooed that shit.
Holy shit.
Below that is a picture of the movie. Like 1,000+ fans sent in photos of their DVD.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I saved them all. You know what I mean? And then I didn't want to single anybody else, so I just sent
And
one
then
in that was
last-
covered in weed.
But not least,
And
the
then
best.
last but not least is Riley McSmiley.
Riley McSmiley.
So
The
it's
best,
like, you know,
dude.
I had to put Riley McSmiley.
Riley McSmiley.
Will forever be in all of our projects.
Yeah, he's the man. If you ever watching one of my things, Weekend Warriors, anything, and you hear a dog bark randomly when it says Ill Mannered Films, it goes "Woo" in the background.
That
That's
is
Riley
Riley.
McSmiley.
That's Riley
And
McSmiley.
I'm gonna piss off a lot of people. Like a lot of people might not like this, but at the end of every music video I've ever done, since he's passing, it says video by Mr. DL at Mr. DL illmannerfilms.com, and in the bottom left corner, you can't see it on YouTube because the space the scroll bar covers it, but it says R.I.P. Riley.
Dope.
Oh,
Riley McSmiley.
So, yeah,
that's what's up.
what you know about that?
Yeah,
now
what
you
know
know.
about that?
So let's do a shot for Riley. What's up?
Just that Humboldt shit though. I remember
That Humboldt shit.
I remember.
What? That sounds like a B
shit.
Swizz album.
It does smell.
He said it does smell. Not
It
sound.
does
He
smell
said
like
it does
It
smell.
does smell like. Smells like some bomb ass
Everybody wants to
perps.
hear that.
When we went to the Avenue of the Giants,
Journs?
it was another shit too because like that was the first time I've been there, so it was like when we went, it was like
Yeah, never seen no trees like that.
yeah, it's
No.
on some other shit too. We saw the redwoods, but it was
Sorry.
like this is some other redwoods. This is
Yeah.
some
This
like,
is some other Humboldt
yeah.
shit.
It's some other it's like going in a tunnel, but still daylight. Because it was like, as soon as we went through it, our headlights turned on, but it was still daylight, and it was like, but it was so dark, but it was light. It was so fucking creepy,
Yo.
but weird, and it was awesome, dude. It's so awesome, like
The dope thing out there though is you have like out there you have this natural world like
yeah, it's
like
crazy,
everything even
dude.
to the food. Like I'm coming from the East Coast.
It's
East
like
Coast,
prehistoric
East
shit.
Coast.
No, but you know how it is, man. It's all fast food and pizza and all that. The first time I had grass-fed burgers, Humboldt.
Humboldt, yeah, same here.
Tri-tip sub, Humboldt.
Where's the first?
Redwoods?
Where's the first place they had a fur burger though?
Fur burger.
That would be Massachusetts.
Nope, that would be a trailer park in Exeter, New Hampshire.
Oh,
Ho!
Ho! But for real, like everything was like, and so when people ask
Dab
me
and a
like you
shot?
went up, I'm like,
Yep.
dude,
We're doing a
I-
dab and a shot. Ready? You do a
shot?
dab. Hold. No, you do a
You
dab.
can-
Hold it in. Do a shot. Blow it out.
You gotta have a field day.
You
with
doing
that.
it?
No.
Just give it a bit.
he's like no.
I got an hour to drive. I'll be driving backwards.
We think above you guys.
I'll change the logo with this. I'm gonna do it
Mind
like
your
this.
manners.
Oh, sorry, I did it again. Sorry. Oh, I did mind my manners. Sorry. But what if I do that and then they don't see it? Oh, he's doing it. He's
No.
doing it.
Oh,
He's
oh.
doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. Oh, that was good, man. How'd you do that so fast? That was awesome.
But honestly, like it was like, and then seeing those trees, I remember. I think Swizz, it was the day we shot a scene out with the redwoods. With the scene when you
No,
had the
we're not-
vest on.
The vest.
Yeah, he had a vest on.
Yeah,
He
that was
like-
in how
That wasn't at the Giants. That was
No,
just
that
where
was
there
in the
was
park. That
the
was in, like,
park.
a neighborhood.
But I remember looking up and being like,
Sequoia.
"Yo, there's definitely been dinosaurs on this planet
Yeah,
because
yeah.
trees are that big."
Yeah, yeah.
Like
This
that
tree's
was
out
my
here
whole
this
theory.
big.
I was like, they gotta be T-Rexes.
He was Ice Cube and Anaconda. He was like, this tree's out here this big.
Snakes out here this big.
You're filming in the bum toilets.
Oh, the bum toilets.
The bum toilets.
Garth hipped us to the bum toilet.
Yo, how about going behind Walmart?
Damn, that was fucked up. That's where Garth filmed, right?
Yo, we were behind
We did a
Walmart
photo
and the
with him or
people
something.
lived there and they
No,
were
he
like,
didn't film back there. We did a photo.
remember, I was like, yo,
That place is cool,
Yeah.
man.
I
Devil's
remember
Predator,
being like, yo, if you can't feed yourself, how you feed your dog?
yeah, that's fucked up shit.
Because there's people
If you're
like
homeless,
four
and,
dogs.
if you're homeless and hungry, don't have a dog.
Yeah, let that dog go
Give
hungry.
the dog to Swizz.
He said, if you homeless and you can't feed your dog, give the dog to Swizz.
Holy shit, that was bad.
But I was out there. Everybody didn't have a house.
Dog sitting next to me right now.
Dude, Swizz, nobody in the woods behind Walmart had a house, but they all had dogs.
Yeah.
I was. They had tents with a picket fence and dogs.
Everyone's got a fucking dog on the street.
Please don't call my phone. I'm on the internet.
Crazy.
That was the wizard.
Oh,
The
shit.
wizard was calling my phone, but I can't answer the phone on the internet.
The whiz.
So, wizard, if you're watching in the chat, hit up the chat and be like, "Yo, I want that Zoom password." What?
Zoom,
If anyone from the cast wants to holler at us, just hit us up in the chat. Please make sure you hit that like button and you subscribe and ring the bell. We're here tonight with Alias, Mr. DL, and Indo Joe
That's me, dude.
Swizz.
on the Zoom with B Swizzlow and Just One,
Yeah.
and we're talking all that making
I
of
gotta
a
say
sea
though,
of
like,
green.
the best part about it is every time I watch it, I can remember that trip going out to Humboldt. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
man.
it just like. You know what I mean? Like I'll always remember that week for the rest. Maybe only been a week, but it's always gonna stick in my memory because I can watch the movie and go, "Oh man, yes, I remember this. Yes, I remember this." Like we've been telling stories tonight, and I'm like, "Damn, I forgot about that. That was awesome, dude." You know what I mean? That was a fucking great week, dude. Yeah.
So
Just took me right back to the whole
Boom.
week. I was like, boom, oh shit.
Yeah.
what's the statute of
The
limitations
booth.
on shit? We're up in the hills shooting that last scene with live ammo.
Yep.
Paramedics not on call.
Nope.
Paramedics far, far away.
We had a medic pack.
We did? We had some band-aids.
No, yeah.
If you got hit with the
the
AK-47,
one military
we had a
dude had a
band-aid.
med pack.
The
with him.
veteran had a med pack and he had rations to eat if we
He
needed
did.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, so if someone
but
got
we
hit with-
were far from civilization.
If someone got hit with an AK-47 bullet, we had some
Oh, you
band-aids
did.
and
You
aspirin.
did. You did.
We were far from civilization. If someone got hit, we
So-
would have been fucked. Dude.
So in hindsight,
You know?
in hindsight, looking back, that was, it was a bad idea, but it was fun. It was worth it. I keep dropping this joint. It
I
was
loved it because when we first got up to that hill, that day when we were shooting the shootout scene,
Yeah.
like you guys are still unloading the car. I started running off trying to find spots to film.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, we gotta film here. Oh my god, we gotta film here. Oh, this is the best scene I've ever seen. Oh my god, I gotta film here. And then I turned the corner and found that one spot where it was like you could look down
Straight
and
down.
see the people walking, and it's that shot with all the FBI and the DEA walking through, and
Yeah.
and you and me are up by the tree. I was like, this is the scene, dude, because I had read the scene in the morning, and I go, this is what he wrote right here. This is it right here. We have to film here.
Oh, yeah.
And then we went up there and filmed like 90% of the fucking time we were filming up by that spot, and then
Yep.
the rest was down where
was
the
dope.
shooting out was. That was so fun, dude.
Right on that path along that ridge, and the hill was going down to that valley. Where
Yes.
that
Yep.
scene is.
Yes, so like good. And DL said, "This snake's out here this big."
This snake's out here this big. What about DL in the back of the four wheeler with that giant dude? DL looked like a backpack, yo.
Yeah.
I know. I feel bad because those dudes came out to film, and we had filmed the shooting so much that we couldn't get to the four wheeler scene, that we like just had to film it at the end on the
Yep.
fly. And like, if you look and you can notice that it's
Someone
really
hit up-
dusk at that scene.
Yo, someone in the chat. Someone hit up Garth Vader. What's up with Garth Vader? We
Oh,
don't
man, what's
see
up?
him popping up in here.
Darth Vader.
It's hard to do it while I'm live, but someone hit up G Vizsler. Yeah, Big Glenn. That was the guy on the. I said that,
Yeah,
but that was
Glenn,
the guy on
Glenn,
the.
That
radio.
was it, Glenn. Yeah.
It was cool, man. Everybody was cool, man.
Hell
for
yeah,
sure, man.
hell yeah.
I've never had. I know there's beef
I don't
up there,
think
but
that-
I've never had beef up there, dude.
I don't think there was any. I've had beef up there. It's just lame.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
tell you now. I
know.
remember.
I've lived in some fucked up places, man. Some fucked up places. And
they're pretty fucked up.
Frank Beans.
the most-
Pork Beans Project.
The most terrible shit that happened to me there, man.
Wow.
What, with that Asian broad?
No,
Oh.
that,
Because that was pretty bad.
I'm talking about
we
just
were
getting.
going.
Mind your manners,
That was
Joe.
pretty
Mind your
bad.
manners.
Man, come on, I'll put her on blast. I don't give a fuck.
Mind your manners. Mind your manners. No, just in the game. Just in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Swizz is loud as fuck.
Swizz is dying over here. I'm trying to just skate past it.
Dude, you trying to bob and weave on that one,
Trying
buddy.
to Chris the Yamaguchi out
Yeah,
of here.
you was trying
Dude,
to
that
skate.
broad was calling my uncle. Come on, man.
Mind your manners.
Mind your manners.
All right.
See, Tanya's not here to shut me up,
Yeah,
so.
she's not here, Joe.
We got this shit.
Yeah, that's so funny. Hold
Yeah,
on. She just called. She just called.
Mind your manners.
Oh, sorry. Oh my God.
They put me in the seat. Like I'm gonna tell anybody to mind their manners. I'm the opposite.
I had trouble doing it.
Yo, so wait, I have to tell my favorite story, and it's a stupid story, but it's like.
Did
my
I say
favorite
what I
thing.
wanted to say? I forget it. How we even got there.
You said you had beef out there, and then we tried to.
Oh, yeah,
help
I
you.
said- yeah,
we
yeah,
tried
yeah.
to help you elaborate
Yeah, yeah.
if it was an Asian
Yeah,
first
see, I thought it was
female,
the-
and you went like this. What was we talking about? How about them Yankees?
Oh my God! Mind
You
your
bob
manners.
and weave
Mind your-
right out
Oh,
of
the
that
internet!
topic.
The internet's going down.
Oh,
It's
God.
going down. It's going down.
I'm glitching. I'm glitching.
It's glitching.
I'm
It's
glitching.
glitching. It's glitching.
Nobody else. It's just me.
So, where'd just one go? He bounced. He was like, "This podcast sucks."
Yeah.
Rolling up. No, he's rolling one up. It's like, he's got the family at the house.
Oh, nice.
They're all
So we're gonna go back to that hill real quick because I just want to show these pictures real quick. You got Indo Joe holding the fucking shotgun in the fucking bottom right.
Oh, that's me.
But on the bottom left, me and Indo Joe went out to Humboldt years before we went out to film.
Yep, that's
and we knew we wanted to film this movie, but it wasn't what it became yet.
Yeah.
Nope.
So we went out and with a little flip camera, we filmed this me running through the forest. I had this bag and I was like running through the forest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
if you
dude, I remember that.
and if you ever watch the movie again, that footage. If you ever watch the movie again, that footage is in the movie. I believe it's black and white. Yeah. It's you see Bud running through the forest, and I feel like it's
dude,
black
you're
and white.
right, yeah.
And that's the actual footage that we shot the very first time, just to try to see what it would look like.
We filmed that music video.
Music?
Chasing the Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And they got on funnyordie.com.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That
that was the hump.
It was
were
so
like,
stupid.
I was like tracing out Bigfoot prints in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ground, and we were like, "Oh, let's chase Bigfoot!" Like, dude, we went out for a vacation for like what was like 4 days, and like,
It's hard to do it in 4 days, but it's
yeah.
it's like,
See,
it's like
that's
a
why
5,
the week
6er.
was a lot better. I think
Yeah.
we did it on maybe 5 days.
We did
but-
8 days out there
but,
'cause we got stuck another day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we'll
right.
get there.
Don't
Don't
but
forget that in
I
case we don't get there.
that first time we went out, all we did was film music videos, the whole time. That's because that's all you wanted to do. You had the flip, and you were like, "All I want to do is film music videos. I want to get nothing but B-roll of
Nothing good in it?
like the drive up. We stopped at every corner so you can get B-roll.
That's the problem with Humboldt. We
like,
talked about it.
100%,
We
dude.
talked about it on the last episode or a couple episodes back. You go there, right? And if you go there as a photographer or a videographer, you get to like like central Mendocino County, and shit starts to look dope. And you're like, oh my God, that looks sick. Pull the car over. And you pull over and you get your camera out. You get the light right. You get the exposure. You get the ISO. You get everything. You figure everything out. And you film this shot. And then you're like, all right, cool. Pack up the car. Let's go. We got to get to Just One's house. Here we go. And then you drive and you turn the bend on the
And
101.
it's better than what you
And then
just
you're like,
shot.
oh, fuck. This one's actually cooler.
Yeah.
Actually.
Let's
so you
shoot
get
here.
out. You get
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
And
yeah.
the sun's a little different.
bigger.
What's that?
Yeah.
Zoom link.
Yeah, Dramatic's asking for the Zoom link. I don't know if you're still here, Dramatic, in the chat section. Let us know if you're still here, and I'll send you the Zoom link. I don't know if you're still here. We just saw that you're trying to
Yo,
tickety talk in the thing.
another big shout out. But honestly, Doug, like Cali, a big shout out again to Big Ray. That's the dude right there.
Yeah.
And he, he stuck with us every single day. Swizz, yo, I mean,
like you said it earlier, he gave us
Swizz,
production
like,
for the value.
Yeah, man. It was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like I remember coming home, and like you don't realize how tense it gets sometimes. And like Swizz, Chi-Town, I mean any city besides out there, you get back, but being out there, man, I think after the second day, like I was breathing so good, and so calm,
Absolutely.
like, and then I got home and I remember.
Talking about
Absolutely.
And I remember especially when we went to your crib, because like that whole area, like driving up, and I remember getting back and my wife's from New York City, and she's like, "Yo,
New
how
York
was
City?
it? New York City?
Get your chili
From New York City?" But she had said, she was like, "How was it?" And I was like, "Yo, that was like the most peaceful." And we were working all the time, but it was the most peaceful,
We worked 9 to
good
10 hours a
energy
day.
trip that I've had.
You think so?
I've
Yeah.
had.
We really, honestly.
I'm talking
I
about
think we
energy,
worked
man.
10 hours.
Sorry, I'm leaning so close. I don't want to switch Swizz's
That's
mic.
why I was trying to
we
point
really,
mine over.
we really only worked in the daytime.
Okay, no,
Right?
we didn't. No,
9
we did
hours,
stuff at night,
dude.
Just that one bar scene, right?
and then we did Scissor Kick and all that whole night.
That was one time, right? Though I'm just asking.
Yeah.
No, it was 2 nights because we
2
filmed
nights.
at his bar one night.
Yes.
And then another night we filmed at his bar again
You
for the
don't
show.
even know because you were editing.
Well-
We'd finish shooting, we'd go back to your room, we'd all eat, and it'd be like 2 hours later. Joe and I'd be out there just Joe and I, for some reason, Joe cracked me up because he was harassing the tweakers, and like we would go back, and DL would just be like this, with his headphones on, like a mad scientist. You guys want to smoke?
Yeah.
You guys want to smoke and watch this movie?
Yeah.
We already filmed. Like
I
that's
know, it
how
was like
Garth.
you didn't want anybody in your room, and then as soon as like you started editing and you'd get finished the scene, you'd hit us up and go,
That's
hey,
what-
you want to blaze?
That's what got Garth Vader into the movie. Let me tell you, because Garth Vader shot a scene with us the first day. He was just he showed up. He had a jacket on. I remember he had
And
some jacket
sunglasses.
on, and all I remember was the jacket. Looking at a jacket, being like, "Oh my god, look at all the words on that jacket. How am I gonna fucking film with this jacket?
Yeah,
look at all
because
these
if
jackets."
Yo, Swizz, if
And,
it
you know,
wasn't Fat Bowl, DL would be like, take it off.
No, not even that, but it's like
100%.
I'm not trying to clear your clear other people's
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But it seemed like some like not that it was in a bad jacket, but it seemed like some ghetto ass brand. So I was like, all right, I ain't really worried about it. So whatever. Garth shows up and he pops someone in the scene. You know what I mean? He shot someone in a scene real quick. I forget exactly how it happened. I don't remember if he even made the movie. But anyway, he shows up to my hotel later on in the evening, and I cut that together while we're sitting there smoking. We're smoking a Swisher with Garth, and I cut down a little 10-second cut of him blasting some dude, killing some dude, and I'm like, "Yo, Vader!" I slide my computer over to him. I'm like, "Hey, push play on that shit." And it's him blasting some guy, bam, and he's like, "Yo, this is crazy." So I think it went from, maybe I'll stop by and see what DL's doing, to, "Yo, I want to be in this shit."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he showed up the next
Then
3
he was
days.
there on time. He wasn't, he was, you know.
He drove up that hill. That's what I'm saying. That hill where we did the shootout, that was a long drive, and he drove up it.
Is that the
you know what I mean?
Joint paper one?
Well, yeah, that's what I was about to say. So on the when we shot like maybe 9 hours up there, and then we're driving down and it's dark. We left and it was dark, so everybody had their headlights on.
We did the whole day.
We did the whole fucking day up there. We're driving down dark, and it was just Garth in his Suburban, and then I was in the shotgun rolling a joint, and Alias, you would have shit because he was no brakes. He was just driving down, just turning corners. And I'm just like, fuck it. I'm rolling a joint. I'm like, fuck it. I kept saying to myself, Alias would be freaking out right now because he was barely touching the brakes all the way down, dude.
You know the road.
Yeah, exactly. He knew the road. Exactly. He knew the road. Yeah. But I'll say this, and I've said this to every other person I've ever told this story. The only person's car that this would happen in is Garth Vader's, or maybe DL's. I dropped a pack of wraps while it was pitch black. I dropped a pack of wraps. They were raws. I dropped them, and I couldn't find them on the ground. I scrounging around. Well, what the fuck? I pick up a pack of wraps, and I go, oh, here, what are these? A completely different pack of wraps. And I'm like, fuck it. And I rolled it with those. But I'm like, only in Garth Vader's car would I drop a pack of wraps and pick up a different pack of wraps, dude. I was started laughing, and he goes, "What's so funny?" And I told him the story, and he was like, "Yeah, that seems about right."
And mind you, he's driving like 40 down the mountain.
40
with
plus,
the
dude.
speakers on 100 with no bass.
100%. I forgot to mention that.
It's all
because
treble.
I was laughing, and then
like,
he turned the radio
hell
down and goes, "What's so funny?" And I was like, I dropped the bag of wraps and picked up a different one, and he's like, "Yeah, that seems about right."
Welcome
and
to Humboldt County.
Back.
Welcome to Humboldt
Yeah,
County.
exactly. Welcome to Humboldt. For sure, though. I'll tell that story to the day I die, though.
So is there anything else that pops up in your mind about that hill shot? Because that was like, anything else you can think of?
Nah,
We
I just
coulda
remember a
got
lot.
killed?
I just remember a lot of guns.
Yeah, we
I
could have
remember
definitely
the
got
dude-
killed. That could have,
The dude in the Jeep.
It was
opened the
definitely a
back
bad
and-
idea, but it was for the filmmaking, and we were adults. We weren't 20. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No.
Like,
I remember we had blanks for the shotgun, and off camera I'm just going, and then you're like, all right, action. I go,
Chip.
I'm like, what the fuck, man? Every time you hit action, I'm like, what the fuck? And then you had to like use this fake ass scene for the movie. I was so mad.
I
dude.
remember driving up and the cops went by us and nobody sweated it because this is weird to me. And then when they said
Yeah.
the Rangers went by and like the Rangers are federal, we got to get out of here.
Nolan Ryan?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, the Texas Rangers. And I was like Chuck Norris. But that was so crazy to me because I don't understand that concept. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when you
Like,
see 5-0 around
when I
here,
see
you-
cops, I'm out. Like
Yeah,
if
you're
I see
out.
like a dude that's a park ranger, like
You're bad.
federal working at the state park, I'm like, yeah, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
What's up, pal? Out there, like they're the ones gunning because they're not state. Am I wrong or am I right?
huh?
No, you're right. They have
Yeah.
So they can kind of like pull you over just because you're like near a park or whatever, which is best for that.
That's scary.
But like for the most part, they're pretty chill though. Like you just every once in a while you get one that's a dick and just wants to pull people over on the freeway when it's not even as close to being his job, you know.
Yeah.
I've had friends that got followed by him and pulled over, and they, you know, it's just like any you know, you get
every cop's like that. There's always one.
Yeah, like the park rangers out here, they're not doing nothing, bro.
No.
They're
just making sure you're not littering.
Yeah, they're just making sure you have your ticket on your mirror when you park at the state park. They're not doing anything else. And I'm not trying to clown them. I'm just saying out there, like
they got a bigger resource to protect though, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that redwood forest, like that needs to be protected.
Oh yeah.
You know
Hampton
what I mean?
Beach
Like,
don't need to be protected.
Like, especially when you like pictures do it no justice. Once you go out there and see these massive trees and this all this nature, like it needs to be protected, dude. You know what I mean? That shit you can't build out there. You can't cut those down. You gotta protect that shit, dude.
Hell
There needs to be those weed grow ops and those.
Yes.
You know there needs to be there. That needs
ecosystem.
To be there.
That
It needs to be
ecosystem
there,
out
dude.
there is it's all. It's crazy.
It has to be like that, dude. You know, like our city can't break its way out there, dude. You know what I mean? It would just destroy it, dude. The only trees around here are planted. You know what I mean? That's terrible, dude. You know what I mean? That's fucking terrible, dude. Straight up, dude. Yeah.
Oh my god!
When
Mind your
you look at a
manners.
pigeon out here, and the pigeon's like, yo, it's hard for a pigeon out this motherfucker.
That's what I'm
You know
saying,
it's hard
dude.
because even the pigeons out here are struggling.
Never seen a
Pigeon's
baby pigeon.
Pigeon's rolling around with a knife in his back pocket. You know what I mean? Like he's like, I'm about to shank a fool. Dude.
Yo, they'd be waiting for you to drop your cigarette so they can smoke the clip of it. They're like, yo, it's 2 hits before the filter. You got a pigeon on a roof like this.
Yo, you make a deuce on that.
Yo, I literally have a picture of a squirrel drinking a nip on the garage next to my house on my phone. I'll send it into the show next week.
Yeah, we need that. That's
Facts.
good.
He's like this, and I'm like, yo, he's trying to open a nip. It's real out here for you squirrels.
That's funny.
It's hard out here for a squirrel when I'm trying to get some money for a nut.
Mind your manners.
I just harmonized for you, Joe. I said, But yeah, man, dramatic. Everybody,
Shot in a shot.
yo, everybody
dabbing a
crushed
shot.
it though. Everybody who showed up crushed it. Everybody was like, no. As far as passion and people like, listen. As far as
I want no
passion and
no,
like being like, yo, this project's gonna be dope. I didn't see anybody who was like, yo, fuck this project.
I'll tell the truth. Big Ray, right? I'm talking to this with Big Ray. He's doing this thing. He's doing this. Talking to him. I'm gonna meet up with this guy. He's gonna set up the shootout. He's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Our first take with Big Ray was terrible.
No, we had mad.
Yeah, but I'm talking.
No. Let me tell the story.
You didn't elaborate. You had mad conversation with this dude before we went out to Cali. Like he was like, yo, because he like. I'll give it to him. He gave us mad production value. You said it earlier.
I'm gonna tell you.
He's like, I'm gonna bring cars. I'm gonna bring all this shit. He's like, I'm gonna bring my A game. We sent him the script, and like he said, the first shoot.
So the first shot, we're sitting outside the SHC store. He's in a police cruiser and he has a partner with him, and it was just a bad take. And I think he was just so nervous.
Yeah,
he
that's
was just
exactly
like,
what it was.
He was just so nervous, or like he was just too up.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
He
Ray.
looked.
I was
He
like,
looked
Ray.
over
You know
at
what I
us and went.
like
Yes.
Ray. I was like, Ray, just chill out. Like
He went
you know?
like this. Yo, did
And-
this.
No, you went.
And he chilled and he chilled out. And he chilled out, and we
killed
did
it.
take two,
Yeah,
and then
he
I
killed
never, for the rest of the movie, had to ask him to do another line again.
But that's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
never
as
had a
far as,
doubt
like,
after
nervous,
that.
but
Yeah. You
everybody-
never had a doubt
Everybody
after
who was
that.
involved, besides getting nervous for first takes, because if you
I
look
do
at
it
the
all the
early
time.
first takes of
I do it every
anything,
single
like,
time.
me too.
I
Like
do it
I
every
get
single
into
time.
this, I don't know where the fuck I am aspect. But the thing
I
is,
do it
is
every
like,
single time. What's my line?
yeah, but the thing is, everybody
Line?
who came to the table to add to the movie, like, added perfectly. That's one thing I will say is, without having SAG and all these casting and
Yeah.
everything, everybody who came into this Guerrilla Films movie was dope.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Whether
yeah.
it took them 100 takes
Yeah,
or
yeah,
not.
yeah.
Oh, look at that guy.
How do I get Swizz and him on here? I'm trying to
Oh
get
my
figure that
God.
out. Oh, here we go.
What
up?
up?
Hold on, we're here. You are
It's
here
the
with the
motherfucking
wizard.
whiz.
You are here with the whiz.
Damn, I gotta take a pee again, but I'm gonna hold it.
You can.
You know
hold
what? I don't like that. I don't like that phrase, by the way. Take a pee. Where
Trying
do you
to figure
take
out-
it?
trying to
you
figure
take
out-
it to the bathroom, but you don't really take it anywhere else. Do
No,
you?
you don't. Like it's like saying, yeah, like where you take it to the
I
sewer?
gotta take a shit. Where are you taking it? You taking it to the ball?
Oh, I'm taking this shit to
You taking it
Pleasure
to an
Town.
opera? You taking it? Oh.
Yeah.
That's not working.
So why am I taking this shit? Hey, why am I taking a shit and not giving a shit? Like I'm giving the toilet a shit. Like yo, I'm gonna
That's
go give
what
a
I'm
shit.
saying. That's
I'm
what
going
I'm
to
gonna
give a
start
shit
saying.
to
All
the
right.
toilet. I'm going to give a
Like,
shit.
All right, you guys are yelling over each other. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's happening. We got Swizz talking. We got the Wizard here. We got
Sorry, we're
Nindo
taking-
Joe
You're
and
absolutely right though. Next time I gotta go take a dump, I'm gonna say I gotta go give a shit instead of take a shit.
You gotta give a shit. You don't
Yeah,
take a
that's
shit.
my new shit.
Nothing's going back up.
Exactly. You're absolutely right.
Facts.
You ain't taking, you're giving.
who's taking a piss? Someone's taking a piss.
No,
I
I'm
had to,
giving it.
but
I'm
Just
just
no, yeah, because it's gonna take me 45 seconds to lead this in. So.
Yo, go give a piss. Go give a piss. Go give a piss, dog.
Beer?
All right, so on the line right now, on the Zoom,
I stacked him. I'm good.
you can see him right behind me. He's above my head. We have the Wizard. Played the Wizard in A Sea of Green.
Heck yeah.
Where is the DVD right here? You can see it for free on YouTube right now. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? I don't know if you can hear us. I don't see him on mute. Let's see.
We just see big old Zan-Man.
Yeah, we just see him, but we can't hear him. I just muted him, and now I'm gonna unmute him. See what happens. Ask to unmute. Let's see what happens there.
Maybe he's not on video or on audio.
Yeah, maybe his audio is lagging.
He has his on mute. Check yours in. See if your mic's on.
Oh, I think I heard him.
There you go. Oh.
You there? We buzzing? Nothing. It's all fucky.
Hello.
Oh, we
Oh,
hear
there we
you.
go.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Oh, he can hear us now. It's a Verizon commercial.
Can you
This
hear me now?
episode is brought to you by.
Yeah.
So we're here with. What do you say?
Dave, I cannot see you guys.
You can't see us.
Let's try to figure this out.
Yo, Swizz, Josh, you guys still there?
Oh yeah.
All right, good. Just doing the check.
They're
You know
still
what I'm
here.
saying? I gotta roll another one.
It looks like he froze. That's what it is. It
Oh.
looks like he froze up.
How was that piss you just gave?
Dude, what happens when it burns?
You get a cold sore?
Oh my god.
I
So
gotta- I gotta like spread my cold sores out so I can pee.
that was the Wizard. He played.
So?
That was the Wizard from the
Where'd he
movie.
go?
He was having issues like where like
Tissues?
I know where he lives, so it's like it's crazy.
Oh
over
yeah,
there,
that's
you
a
know?
no bueno with Servo. So
No bueno singulanos.
Cigolano, so
You love that.
Dramatic is in there. He's asking if we're doing caps, but I don't see him up. Oh, I do see him up
Caps?
in there. Oh, I
what?
see
You got
him.
mushrooms?
No, I see him. It's just he just
Oh,
popped
you
up.
said caps. I thought we were doing mushrooms.
I talk
I was
shit.
about to take the week off.
I talk shit, and let's see if we can see him. Oh shit!
Oh, look at how clear that picture is. There you go.
Can you hear us, Dramatic?
He does not seem like he can hear us.
I don't think he hears us.
Hey, if you can hear us, pick your nose.
Might be a delay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I
Hey.
asked to unmute him.
Yo, what up?
So Dramatic, if you're watching on YouTube, don't just pay attention to Zoom, and there won't be a delay.
I'm a, so,
Yeah, see, there's a wild delay, so it's gonna catch up to him.
It'll catch up.
It'll catch up.
Happened to me before.
You having a good time, Alias, on the Mind Your
I'm
Manners
having a
podcast?
great
if he
time.
starts
with my
picking his
man. This is
nose, we'll
fun.
know it's all good.
Huh?
If he starts picking his nose, we'll be good.
So,
I'm good. I can hear you guys.
There we go.
yeah, but I don't know what the delay
I've
is,
been
how big
drinking
the
too
delay
much.
is. Huh?
I've been drinking too much.
So, Drama, let us know what it was like to work on A Sea of Green, and how many movies you did before that, and just let us know. I'm gonna do a dab.
Well, it was a bomb, man. You know, we had a blast doing that. That was a good, like Endo said, 3.5 years. It seemed longer to me. It seemed like it was longer.
It did. It might have been longer. You're right.
Yeah, but no, it was pretty good, man. I've always done a lot of B-roll stuff and a couple other indie movies and stuff like that. But you know, acting with you guys, friends and chilling like that, it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah,
man.
it's
We had a
awesome.
blast.
Because it's like I wrote a movie and my name isn't first, it's third. It goes Alias, Dramatic, then my name.
Yeah.
I still remember the one of the final scenes where we were filming with Make 'em Pay at my apartment downtown, and I had the heat. I turned the heat off like 3 hours before everybody showed up, and I opened the windows, but it was still blasting hot. And Dramatic's just hanging out the window with his head, dude, sweating his balls off. Every time he was like cut, he ran over to the window and would stick his head out the window. That shit was crazy, dude. I tried my hardest, but like there was free heat in that building, so it was like everybody just put it on 100%. You know what I mean? So it was like the whole building was rocket fuel, dude. You know what I mean? I literally, when nobody was there, I literally walked around with underwear.
He wanted to make up for all the apartments he didn't have free heat, so I was gonna blast this shit, 100%.
100%.
Dramatic. You were in like a collared shirt, buttoned up, all that.
Yeah. With the tie all the way up to my neck, it was freaking horrid.
That was a dope scene.
Watching all the Endo shit in his house, and that, man, I was sweating my ass off.
Oh, and shout out to Make 'em Pay, and Make 'em Pay came squad deep.
Yeah, that was another thing I meant to say. Like Dio tells me, hey, we're gonna film this scene at your house. I go, oh, okay, cool. How many people? He's like, I don't know, like 5, 6 tops. I go, okay. He goes, Make 'em Pay will show up with like 2 people. Make 'em Pay showed up with like 10 to 15 people.
Yeah, he showed at least 10 people.
Then I'm like, well, I can't say no because we gotta film these scenes. So they all showed up, and like, I'm just like, oh fuck, I only ordered pizza enough for like 5 people, dude. So
they
it was
started
like,
smoking butts in your apartment.
Oh, I was
like,
so mad, dude. I was so mad. And then like, once it all cleared, I like was like, I'm gonna go assess the damage, and it was like, oh, somebody stole my laundry quarters. Somebody stole my $10 in laundry quarters.
That was Regal.
I don't think Regal was there.
Yes, he was. Regal was in the kitchen with me. Yeah, because
oh man,
we were in the kitchen with somebody, and they weren't they were
know.
the Caucasian persuasion.
You sure it wasn't?
And they dropped the N-word.
Sure it wasn't the after party?
I was gonna say that.
Somebody dropped the N-word in the kitchen. They shouldn't have dropped the N-word in the kitchen. And I'm like, yo, what?
You sure it wasn't the after party from the screening?
No.
Shout out to Machete.
After the party, the screening. We did the screening at.
This was during the scene.
Do you remember though at the screening we did detentions?
So
we had the after party at my house.
Let Dramatic answer the question.
He did.
He started a little bit, and then
I might have cut him off.
Yeah, we cut him off for 25 minutes, and then yeah.
I've been drinking too much. I'm sorry.
This is the same thing in the movie. Everybody cutting each other off.
So what was it like? Did things you hated, things you liked, the time has passed. You can keep it real.
It was a good experience. I mean, it did suck always trying to go around people's schedules and
that was a big problem.
If you look really good at the movie, you'll notice that in the 4-year time period, I was skinny sometimes, I was chubbier other times, I had mustaches,
I feel that.
All kinds of crazy shit, man. So
I was saying the story earlier where I can't remember the street, but we were in Lowell and we were all filming, and you were the cop, so you were like watching me going to pick up weed or something. And then an actual cop showed up.
A co-op?
And you walked up to him and were like, "Hey, we're just filming this independent movie, blah blah blah." And then all of a sudden, you convinced him to put the cop car in the movie. And you threw me in the back of the cop car, and I was like, I was telling this story earlier. I'm like, this shit was fucking crazy because like we put an actual cop car in this movie, like, and if you look at my face, I'm shook because I got like. I was like, all right, yeah, I'm down with this. And then once I got in the back car and you shut the door, I was like, I'm scared, dude. What's going on? Like, you know what I mean? I got scared, dude, you know?
No, the funny thing about that scene was the cop came up and we had real weed.
Yep.
And he seen the weed, but then he stopped and he looks at me, he goes, hey,
that's right.
Dramatic?
That's right. That's right.
I love your music. I love your music.
You're 100% right.
Yeah, 100%.
You're 100% right, dude.
Dope.
That's why we got to use the car because he was like, aren't you Dramatic from Lawrence? And you were like, yeah, that's me. He's like, I love your fucking music. And you were like, yeah, can we use your cop car? He's like, yeah, sure, why not? You're absolutely right, dude. See, this is why I like talking about the movie, because I didn't remember that part.
That's a rapper card right there, Dramatic.
That's perfect, dude.
That's a rapper card status right there. Boom.
So we got Machete. Machete, we see you. We're gonna zoom you in next. We still got Swizz and Just One on the line. We're here with Dramatic. Detective Mendocino from the fucking
our arch
movie.
nemesis from the movie.
Our movie.
Critically acclaimed. Like, I got a lot of good props from that, yo. A lot of people hit me up. Some people hated me. Some people loved me. I always ran into little cops after that too, and they were always talking about thank you for portraying us in a good way. Appreciate it. And I was like, man, it was just written like that, bro. That's the way it just worked out.
That's dope.
Yeah, for sure.
What was your favorite? What was your favorite film to see? I mean, jeez. What was your favorite scene to film?
There was two of them. The warehouse part where all the bodies were found. Yeah, the shootout in the warehouse. I really like that part. And of course, beating Endo's ass in the interrogation, man.
I was just gonna say that those pictures popped up on my timeline like a few days ago, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot about that, dude. Because we were filming through the glass. It was like through the glass, and you were smacking me, and I kept going, dude, hit me harder, dude. You know what I mean?
Like some BDSM shit.
Like I was like, hit me. I don't give a fuck. I wanted to look like dope, dude. I want you're like smack, and everybody that's seen that is going, dude, did he really hit you? I go, fuck yeah, he hit me. I wanted him to hit. That's some method shit right there, dude. You know?
I was getting bad. That's why I was like, yo, you sure you good with this?
Yeah.
Just do it.
You already know. You guys already know that the wizard is in the car right now on the way to the most downtownish place he can find right now.
Nice. Yo,
4 bars, calling him back.
Yo, my neighbor thought Dramatic arrested me.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, I remember that when we filmed on the ocean.
Filmed on the ocean in Winthrop. Oh, yeah. My neighbor thought I got arrested. The next day, she's like, what happened? I saw you with cops and there was an undercover. I was like, no, we're shooting a movie. She's like, really?
That's where that was,
Winthrop.
God,
she thought I was lying.
No,
it was East Boston. It was Eastie. It was on the other side.
That is pretty
crazy.
That
was my first scene of the movie that we shot.
Yeah.
You just saw, if you look in the bottom of the screen right now, Dramatic's actually having a phone conversation with Ray, who called in earlier.
Big Ray.
I'm not sure if Ray's still here, but yeah. Let me get into the chats. Actually, I'm sleeping on the chats. I hope you guys are having a good time. Machete is in the room. We're gonna talk to him soon. We're gonna get back to Swizz. But let me read these chats real quick. You are watching.
It was definitely cool though, filming with like Dramatic though, like it was just random. Like, all right, hey, it's a Tuesday and we're filming the 30% of this movie. You know what I mean? It was like, and like whoever showed up got to be in the scene. You know what I mean? It was like, that's how the movie was, and it was like, if you didn't show up, you didn't get to get in the movie. And there is a lot of people that still hit me up to this day and will go, you know, I still regret not hitting you back to being in this movie. Mike Styles, for one.
Mike Styles, really?
He'll tell you to this day. That's one of those things I regret where I didn't reply to DL and Indo Joe's like, hey, you should be in this movie. I want you in this scene. And he didn't reply. And then the movie came out and he goes, damn, I should have been in that movie. I didn't think it was going to actually come out. You know what I mean? I have a lot of people like that. It was like, I wanted them to be in, same thing with the Weekend Warriors. I wanted them to be in the scene. And they go, oh, I didn't think it was actually going to come out. Yeah, but it's on Amazon Prime, you bitch.
Motherfuckers be like, oh, if I wrote a movie, if I had a movie, if I had a TV show, that shit would be out. Oh. That should be out right now.
And then I went like this to them.
Yo,
See this?
This is on DVD. How the movie should have like ended.
Yeah.
They were like, yo, you know what you should have done? I've had that. I was like, yeah, not listen to the 10 minutes you just gave me.
For the most
because you weren't there. Like,
for the most part, I get, what happened to the ending? I go, you gotta watch through the credits and listen.
That was my bad.
I go, that was what we were talking about earlier. It was like we had the script written out, but we were writing on the fly. We were writing on the fly.
Pause right there. You know why I did that? You know why I ended the movie that way?
You wanted to film part 2?
No, so everyone who worked on the movie could have people would see their name.
Yeah.
Because they
That's
had to.
Another thing.
That movie ended in the credits.
And he does that.
And it was a terrible idea.
No,
shout out to everyone that worked on the movie.
No, it's not.
But it was a terrible idea because.
No, it's not because Marvel does it now. They put a scene at the end of the movie. Marvel does it now. They put a scene at the end of the movie, so you gotta sit through those credits and wait because you know there's gonna be a scene at the end of that movie. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. You know what I mean? But like.
What Endo said right quick before I bounce, freaking the funny thing about people wanting to be in the movie and this and that. Nobody wanted to be Detective Mendocino.
Nobody wanted to. He's 100% right.
100% right. Cop, you know, because everybody wants to be a G and a gangster.
Nobody wanted to be the cop, dude.
And I was the only one wonder was like, yeah, I'll play a cop, and then it ended up being one of the bigger roles.
It's the biggest role, dude.
It's
Alias and Dramatic.
Yeah, it's
Alias
as big as Alias.
Is the protagonist, and Dramatic's the antagonist.
I'll give you 55% Alias, 45% Dramatic.
100%. Dramatic was like, I played the detective, and everybody after the movie called me a dumbass.
Exactly.
They were like,
everyone hates you.
Everybody's like, dude, you're such a dumbass. And I'm like, dude, I was acting. Like,
That's the character.
They're like, you're such a dumbass. Like, you like dry snitched on everybody, and I'm like, yeah, that's the fucking movie.
That's
dude.
the
I don't think many people hate Dramatic's character because he wasn't a dirty cop. If you watch A Sea of Green again, there really is no dirty cop.
No. He's the only not dirty cop. Because there is good. Zeus.
What's he do?
He turns on you.
He turns on me?
No, he turns on. He turns on.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. He's one of the bad cops. And same thing with Brenda. Kama.
Nah, she. Oh yeah.
Kama's a dirty cop. Kama's a dirty cop. Yeah, it's your movie, dude.
It's my
movie. Way to go!
Mind your manners.
Holy shit.
Funny things is one of the me and DL talked about trying to like build the character of Mendocino just to make it seem like he really had it out for Philip, but we never really got to shoot these shots. We're like probably like making it where he accidentally sold weed to my daughter or something like that.
Yeah.
So if you did want to build on the character.
Oh yeah.
I always said that like
Hold on a second, Joe.
Hold on
a second. And if looking at the bottom of the screen, you're watching Dramatic bust in on Machete, who's our next caller, have sex in the movie. See green. If you're watching that,
if you actually bought it, you can see some titties.
If you're watching that on the bottom of the screen, you can see some blurred out nipples. If you want to spice channel it up on the fucking Mind Your Manners podcast.
You got me looking like a stalker cop there peeking.
That scene was tight when you kicked the door down. This dude.
I always said that we like I always wanted to do like a part 3 movie because you already did the part 2, but like a part 3 movie where it starts up in the hospital with Dramatic with a huge beard.
A huge zombies.
A huge beard. Like he's been in a coma for fucking 5 years or whatever. He wakes up and
I'm not against it.
He's got a vendetta.
Stop growing that, Dramatic.
You know what I mean? He's got
Stop growing it.
No, he could
Stop growing it.
He could shave it after the first scene, so we can get a fake one. But like after he gets a vendetta against Philip Waters, not just a make a pace character, Coleman Green, but he's like, yo, Philip Waters was at the heart of that shit. I want to kick because spoiler alert, Philip Waters still alive.
He's right
you know
here,
what I mean? He's still alive.
I see him right here.
And he's the fucking asshole that killed us all, dude. You brought my character out to California for no reason, but I didn't want to snitch, and then I get killed. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a tragic character, dude. I'm along for the ride because I don't want to tell on anybody, and I die.
I'm alive.
We got DJ Slim. We got DJ Slim in the room waiting. We got Machete.
Go ahead. I still can't.
The craziest part right there is at the end when we realized that it didn't even matter. That whole scenario didn't even
matter.
No. And Mendocino's like, oh well, this is the other guy over here. Let's move on to the next case.
Exactly.
It's like, holy shit.
Exactly. It didn't even fucking matter. We did all that shit for nothing, dude. For nothing, dude. I should have just got arrested and did the time. I'd still be alive and be in part 2.
Yeah, man. And on top of it, it's like out west, feds are fucking chasing my because I'm the fucking bartender and had one conversation. Suddenly, there's a bunch of giant bus going on.
Yep.
Poor Philip fucking Waters, man.
Oh,
it's like the end of the day, it was like.
Oh man, you gotta see.
Kind of
we gotta put out a Stick of Thieves.
I just figured this out.
That's like the moral of the
there
story.
You
go. Like how important is the system?
Yeah, for sure. We gotta put out a Stick of Thieves because the end of Stick of Thieves is like, it's so good, dude. And if you're a fan of A Sea of Green, you're gonna be like, holy shit! I just showed my bald head, but holy shit!
Hey,
all right, yo, guys. Anyways, just want to say it was a fucking honor to work on this movie.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
Best pieces of my career, and I'm proud of it. But I know all these other guys want to get on, but man, shout outs to everybody who worked on it. DL, great job on the movie, and shouts to everybody. Mad love, yo.
Hell
yeah, dude. We love you always.
Salute, baby.
My chincletas.
My chincletas. That's the best dramatic line ever. Oh shit, we got Sea of Green really happening in here.
Yo. I see DL in the corner.
So we're gonna get Machete first because he's been waiting.
I see somebody sitting in the grow room. I think that's the Wiz.
Yeah,
Slim
that's
got
probably the Wiz, I would imagine.
Slim got a bomb.
I gotta ask Machete to unmute us. I gotta ask DJ Slim to unmute us, and I gotta ask Galaxy
God, DJ Slim
to unmute us.
The highest man I've ever met.
The highest man I ever met.
Galaxy's the weed.
I gotta say
It's
though,
not working with Galaxy.
as far as our like, as far as our smoke crew, like DJ Slim, the Wiz, Beast Wiz, you know what I mean? Like DL, me, like we would outsmoke any crew out there, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah. If there was a smoke contest and I grabbed my homies, we would fuck any crew up out there, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I don't like being boasting and none of that shit, but I'm sorry, dude.
Machete is here. Machete is here. Mafu.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Motherfucking Mafu.
Mafu is here. He got some fresh weed, looks like. So what's up, Machete? What's going on, buddy? What's up?
Right here, rolling up.
What flavor you rolling up?
Shot in the dab?
I don't even know. That's that mystery shit.
do you remember filming? Do you remember filming your scene for the A Sea of Green? Do you remember it at all? Any of your scenes?
Yeah, which one?
Any of them? Do you just let us know which one you had fun on or which one you didn't like? Anything, man. Let us know.
Dude, I remember the titty one at his house.
We just showed some titties.
Yeah, like
when I was
sucking some titties.
That one.
This shit was awesome, dude.
So we're doing a shot and a dab with Machete? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Yo, Machete, I remember shooting the scene at your house at the coffee table. Remember the lady across the street from your old crib was going absolutely nuts outside? Remember that? She was like, ah! I was like, yo, what's wrong with this lady? She's bugging.
He said she got locked up?
Yeah, she was bugging. Remember?
It sounds about right.
She was bugging.
I don't remember it, but it sounds
about right.
I was like, Machete, this lady's flipping out. I was like, yeah, she always flips out.
That is so fucking funny.
What's good? What's
Mafu
good,
was
man?
a big character in this movie.
Mafu.
He's a big character in this movie.
He's on right now. If you look at the bottom of the screen on YouTube right now, Mafu is there right now. He's about to kill somebody. He's with a few of his homies.
Oh yeah, that's the scene right now.
Yeah. Damn, it's a good timing.
I see people now. I see you guys now.
Oh, you didn't see us before? So we're doing a shot and a dab. Do I have my shot? Oh, it's right there. Hold on, here we go.
Watch out. You guys are blocking me for some reason. Okay, blocked.
Oh, you taking shots? Damn, do I gotta go get a fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade or some shit?
Mike's Hard Lemonade? Come on, man.
Yo,
this guy's getting wine coolers.
I was like 17 and I almost got arrested for Mike's Hard Lemonade.
But I ain't fucking with that right
now. Oh, man, listen, heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Slim. The Henny White. Can't get that in America.
Oh, the Henny White. Right. You came back from, what was it, Mexico, right?
Yep, I came back from Mexico.
You were bragging about it to me.
Yep.
I got this Henny White bottle at home. Oh, my God, it's so good. And I'm like, well,
I just used to get it.
Why didn't you bring it on set?
Everybody.
Because it's at home and I don't want to share it with you assholes.
Do you see Machete's hand, signature on here?
Yeah.
Yo, Machete, what was the favorite? Hold on. What was your favorite scene that you shot in the movie?
I don't know.
He caught the alley-oop. Yeah, my guy was there.
The soft porn.
The fake porn.
It's gotta be. You got to suck some titties, dude. And where are your girlfriends?
So if you're gonna be in a movie, if you're gonna be in a low budget independent movie, you might as well suck some titties in it. I don't know. That's what I say.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
the best part about that scene.
It's my movie. I didn't suck no titties in it.
The best part about that scene was I was on scene and I was like, okay, the girl taking her shirt off. I go, okay, I walked out of the shot.
Yeah.
I walked in the other room, and then she walks out with no shirt on. She goes, "Y'all coming in?" And I go, "No, okay." I walked in and I was like, "I'll hold the light." I held the light the whole time, so I was like. I got to hold the light when I saw Machete suck on some titties.
Yo, you can't share pictures in it?
Can you show it? Can you, what's the picture? What is the picture of?
Damn, see, this is where we
Can
need
you
Tanya.
send it? Can you send it to me?
It has to do with the movie.
Can you send it to me on
This is where we need Tanya.
Messenger?
She's the tech savvy.
She's the tech savvy one.
Yeah,
If you send it to me on Messenger, I can show it to you. But I want to read everything what's going on in the chat because there's a lot going on.
Before you say
Shout out to Goldie, man. Shout out to Goldie. He's very disappointed that Chef Tanya's not here tonight. But yo, Chef Tanya sends her love, and she wants to tell you this, Goldie. She wants to say this to you. You're watching.
Mind your manners.
and she just wanted to let you know. But, you know, me and Chef Tanya, Indo, Joe, and Alias, shout out to Alias, have moved to Tuesday nights. You're just on Thursday night because this is, you know, we go live when we want.
We're trying to, like, okay, so Tuesday was our first
Hold on
Tuesday.
a second.
Tuesday was our first Tuesday, so we're coming on Thursday because a lot of people watch us on Thursday, so we're coming here to tell you.
Most people come on Fridays and Saturdays.
No, we're coming here to tell you we're going on Tuesdays from now on. So we're gonna be on Tuesdays, dude. And hopefully, once this Corona shit blasts up, we're gonna have some awesome guests in here, dude. You know what I mean?
The dope thing about this is right now,
not Alias.
The best.
He's gonna be a part of the host, dude.
The best part about this now is
Hopefully, we have some good guests.
Hopefully, we got some good guests, not just this guy down the end.
Well, Machete's in here. Shout out to Machete. We got people in here.
Hi, Joe.
Alias
Wait.
Hi, Joe.
Did you send me the video? Did you send me what you want me to show?
What were you saying?
I said hi, Joe.
Hey, how's it
I don't
going?
see it,
No, you were saying something. The best
I was
part.
saying the best part about tonight is it's crazy because you guys say let's do the Sea of Green podcast. We got Machete, Dramatic, Wizard, Swizz, Just One, Slim. Like this is crazy to see everybody, man. This is just
that's what I'm saying. Like
this
like
is
the
so
Dramatic
dope.
story. Like I forgot about some of that stuff.
Machete, I can't show this on the internet.
Let me see it though. Let me see it though.
What's wrong with this guy? I all built it up like I was gonna show something.
It's a movie.
It is a
It's
good.
part of the movie.
Oh,
As soon as he's
part of the movie.
Alias looks at it, goes.
All right, mind your manners. What? Tanya was saying something. I don't know what she was saying.
Mind your manners.
Yeah, I think she's telling the truth on that one.
If she was here, she would be yelling at us.
Yeah, I usually don't do that. Machete just mind your manners.
He was trying to show those titties.
Yeah,
in the city.
I'll show mine. I mean,
Yeah,
why is this legal?
because milk don't come out of yours, I guess, and yours aren't voluptuous.
But like, if I had a big old thick full of meat and like.
You do. You had all that taco meat.
Taco meat.
But if I had a big old, if I got fake titties, right, and I had big old fake titties, but I still had a beard, could I show my beard? Can I go like that?
Mind your manners.
The fuck?
Right?
I mean, if you want.
But would you have to blur it out?
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This
Yo,
guy.
thick as thieves. Endo Joe's got a love scene.
So Machete, you have a scene coming
I
up.
I want people to see a Thick as Thieves so bad. Because I
The phone fell.
like we all worked so hard on it. I know like there's been a lot of other projects that have to go out first, and I understand. But like, dude, as Thick as Thieves, man, we worked. Like,
The scissor scene just
it's
happened.
so good, dude. As Thick as Thieves is so good, dude. Oh, Machete's gone.
Oh, Machete, bounce. Hold on, we're gonna flip it. Who?
I can't wait to see a Thick as Thieves Endo Joe.
Yeah.
I just asked DL about that the other day.
Yeah.
That shit.
So we got
For sure.
we got DJ
Well,
Slim
like
up in the place.
it's like I said, like there's a lot of other projects
What
that
up,
they
DJ
gotta get
Slim?
pushed out
What's
first.
going on, family? How you doing?
Man, yeah.
What you say, Joe?
Yeah,
What you
nice
say,
to
Joe?
see you, man.
I see you. You might not be able to see me.
Well, I was saying like
Alright.
there's a lot of other projects that gotta get pushed out first. Like DL wanted to get back into he got really inspired with his music, started producing music. And if you know DL personally, if he gets that music buzz, there ain't no stopping him. Like he said, there's people that hit him up daily going, dude, when's Weekend Warriors Season 2 coming out? When's the Thickest Thieves coming out? And he got the music buzz, and I kept telling people that hit me up, I go, dude, he got the music buzz. There ain't no stopping him. All he's gonna do is make beats and produce music and just like make records. That's all he wants to do right now. He got the music buzz. Like that's the first bug he got. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
what started it
like
off. That's the original
I got
bug.
the art bug first. That's why I will always revert back to my art. Like I always tell people, like art's the one thing in my life that's been consistent. You know what I mean? Like all through the ups and downs, depression, my jobs, fucking lives, deaths in my family, people coming in my life, people leaving my life. Art has been the one thing that's been consistent through my life.
Kid.
Art kid. You know what I mean? I've
Fucking
always
honest kid.
it's the one thing that I can remember from the back of my life to now is creating art. You know what I mean? But DL for DL it's music. So when he gets that music buzz, just stay out of his way. He's gonna make music for the next 6 months to 8 months, dude. So just stay out of his way. You know what I mean? That's all.
Yeah.
And what he do? He put out Make a Pays album.
Burner and Hooch.
Hectic's album's about to come out. Burner and Hooch album came out. Like all these other, like there's tons of Son of Bees albums almost out. There's tons of these like he's produced Revolution. He's produced all these records, dude. You know what I mean? Like. And now he's got the Weekend Warriors bug where he's back on the Weekend Warriors, and that shit's almost done, and that shit's about to come out soon. So we're promoting the fuck out of Weekend Warriors right now.
What happened to the Wizard? He bounced?
No, he was there. His Galaxy S10.
Yeah, but he was on there. Now he's not there no more.
Oh, that's real.
I don't know why we can't get him. What'd you say? I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I said, how many music videos are you up to right now?
335.
Man,
yeah.
That's impressive.
What do you got? I know you got that one with Charlie Tuna. How's that one going?
What movie that is?
Dead Presidents.
It's doing pretty good.
I got no love on that picture.
I've only done maybe 6 music videos.
My language.
Lorenzo, right?
Yeah, Lorenzo.
Come on, man. I feel like
Sorry, these guys are talking behind me. Say that last thing. Sorry. So what was I saying?
I've been doing a lot of farm videos lately for like a lot of the local farms and a lot of the legal weed companies out here.
I'll talk to
you. Oh, okay.
I'm doing like videos for them. So I'm doing a lot more of that, but I have like 5 or 6 videos that I've done.
That's cool. I wish.
Dude, we started off with this right here. I'm gonna pull it out.
Yeah, let me show you
we
guys.
We started off with this thing right here.
Shout
the
out to
motherfucking flip. This thing was $200, right? Okay, so it's a small ass, cheap ass camera we got at Target, right? So we started off filming this shit. I used to film all DL's videos because there was no focus. There was no there was no you had to
focus.
All you had to do was make sure shit was in frame. So I was like, yeah, I'll film that because I can get it in frame. You know what I mean? I know a dope shot when I see it, and I can get it in frame. But once he got upgraded to that like high tech camera shit, yeah, I'm like, yo, this one right here. Yeah.
This is what started my career right here, basically. I mean, this is really what started me, but this is what really got me.
This one right here, like he started using this one. He goes, here, I think it was one of his first shoots. He goes, here, use this. You gotta focus. And I kept going, switch. He watched the footage and goes, you ain't filming no more of my videos.
Yeah, what's going on here?
It was terrible, dude. Because I can't. I have terrible eyesight without my glasses, and I don't like wearing my glasses because I think I look like an idiot.
You do wear them to roll up.
You do look like an idiot.
Yeah, see, exactly. No, so I don't wear them. You know what I mean? So
mind your manners. Hold on.
Mind your manners.
Oh, sorry.
But I'll give it. Back in the flip days, I loved it because I could film it because it was like. As long as it's in frame, it was good. So it was like I felt like I was a
really gotta get to these chats.
But like we were talking about earlier, the first time we went to Humboldt, we had this flip that he's just showed off. This is what this is what he filmed the Bigfoot video on. This is what he filmed all these videos on.
I gotta get to these chats. They're so far
you remember,
back.
right? We went to Target. We went to Target just to go grab some
chats from the beginning of COVID.
We went to Target and got some supplies.
Hoping not in a house.
And I bought a flip. And then I filmed Garth's video. What is it? The girlfriend, right?
The girlfriend?
No.
Prom queen.
The prom queen.
Prom queen.
We filmed on my flip.
If you pause that video at the right time and turn your brightness all the way up, mind my manners.
You could see me driving the car for the prom date.
Yeah, remember.
Go to the chats then, motherfucker. Okay, you're all laughing at me.
Going to the chats.
We got a chat from the beginning of COVID. How long do you think it's going to last?
The drug reader chats. Oh my God, they go so far back. Shout out to Risky Biz if you're still here. Fucking shout out to fucking Ray. He's saying boot. He's bringing it back. He knows what it's all about. DJ Puff Records. Puff Pass Records is saying rest in peace Riley.
Slim.
You know, rest in peace, Riley. So
we love Riley.
You know,
we
that's
will always remember Riley.
That's probably comment of the day. If you're watching now, click that like button. Please subscribe.
I always say if we ever gonna make a logo for Illmatic, it should be Riley.
Right? You heard it here first.
Right? If we're ever gonna make an actual logo, it should be like this, like stencil of Riley.
John Regal. John Regal's in the chat. He's saying, yo. Just logged in. If you're still here, hit us up. Hit me up with
John
a DM.
Regal,
Let me
he's
know
probably
if you want
out catching some Pokemon.
Let me know if you want to chime in and zoom in.
Scott Raykuza.
DJ Big Red, Risky Biz, MT in the place.
Oh my God, look at DJ Slim. I love this guy.
Say it again, DJ Slim?
DJ Slim, I love this guy.
No,
right
say
here.
it again, DJ Slim.
King John Regal is logging in.
Yeah, John Regal, hit us up,
Regal.
man. MT is saying, Joey, tell Dave I'm on the Zoom. Oh, Dave, that's me. Joey, that's him. Who are you? Oh,
bada bing.
DJ Big Red
It
said
has to be somebody that you introduced me to.
DJ Big Red said a whole bunch
The only people that call me Joey are the people that you introduced me to, right?
DJ Big Red said a whole bunch of things I'm going to read after the podcast. John Regal said a bunch of crying faces. MT says, yo, thanks for letting me be a part of the movie. You know what? Thanks for being in the movie. You made
Thanks
it dope.
for being in the movie. Exactly,
you're the
dude.
thumbnail, bro. MT, you're the thumbnail of the movie. You and Alias looking at a nice garden of weed in a terribly filmed blown out because of the lights. You know, I didn't really know how to film it yet.
I'll give that. A lot of people always say,
cool.
hey, thank you for letting me be in the movie. And I always say the same thing you just said. Hey, thank you for being a part of the movie because we couldn't have done it without you dudes. You know what I mean? If it was just us three at the table, it would have been funny, but it would have been, at the end of the day, it would have been pretty fucking boring.
It would have been a podcast about a podcast.
Exactly. It would have been pretty fucking boring, dude. And like, you would have got 20 minutes into it and been like, all right, I'm going to, like, take a dump. You know?
Oh, he's taking dumps. Mind your manners. Mind your manners.
No, you're going to give a dump.
I'm going to give a dump, and I'm not going to hit pause.
Regal's saying I think he's trying to get in.
Yo, DJ Slim, I don't think people realize I've known you longer than anybody in basically the rap game.
In the rap
Boston.
game?
In
No,
Boston,
that's
yeah.
not true.
Get out of here.
Are you kidding me? I was 17 years old when I met him at Boston Butter Beats.
No.
Slim and Craze.
I don't believe it.
Look at him. He's saying, yeah.
I don't
He's
believe
right.
it. You guys are lying. Don't
17.
lie. Tell him, Tanya. Tell him don't lie.
Shit.
Mind your manners.
Yeah,
We ain't
don't
lying.
lie. Nah, she told you.
That's the truth. Boston
She
Butter
told
Beats.
you,
We
man.
told the
Nope,
truth.
I've
dog.
known Dio longer.
No, I'm talking about I've known him longer than anybody I've known. As far as like first Boston rappers,
Yep.
him, Slim and Craze.
Oh, now there's an and. First it was Slim. Now there's an and, Joe.
Come, yo, listen.
There's an and all of a sudden? First it was Slim. Now you said
If you
Slim
know,
and.
listen, if you know old school
I don't know,
DJ
man.
Slim, you know DJ Slim and Craze. Am I right or am I wrong?
I don't know, man.
Thank you.
I don't know, dude. I was
Thank
6
you.
when I met DL.
No, I'm not talking about you guys, man. I'm talking about how long I've known people. Not you
Machete
two.
says he's here, but I don't
Y'all grew up
understand why we
together
can't
since
see him.
nuts.
He may have lived in New York when we visited.
I'm trying to show Machete.
Y'all used to have like little kid sword fights in the bathrooms. That's how long.
I'll
y'all
give
go
it to
back.
yo. The biggest inspiration of my life. I went and visited him when I was like 6. I came home and was
My dog love you
obsessed
too,
with
fam.
GI Joes. Right?
G.I. Joe.
GI Joes. All he had was GI Joes, and I go, all I had was like wrestling figures, and like I was like, man, these are amazing.
Amazing.
These will fit in my pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I came home,
King
was
Kong
obsessed
Bundy.
with GI Joe, and then like
Put him in my pocket.
I was like 10. We went back out. We went back out and visited him when he was 10. When I was 10, you were like 12
Wait, where did we meet at 6?
in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6 with a devil
I
that's
was
twisted in
6.
a mix.
You were like
Boom.
8.
Yeah. Okay,
I was
got
6. You were like 8.
That's what I was gonna
And
say.
then we came
You got a
back.
Red Sox hat on.
We came back. I was like 10, and you were like 12, and you were like, yo. You took me to the mall that was amazing. I still remember to this day. There was some mall that had like cheap everything.
Yeah. It was. I went there with my
It was,
sister
like,
like
cheap everything.
I
I
went
was
there
like,
with my sister like
holy
8 years ago
fuck,
and bought 6 pairs of brand new Jordans for like $200.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It was the cheapest
Anyway,
pair.
what
But,
Joe's
like,
talking about, Joe came to visit me when we were little kids, and,
But I
and
was
he
like-
had a Red Sox
Yeah,
hat on,
yeah.
or his brother did. One of them had a
Oh,
Red
I
Sox
did.
hat on, and no, it wasn't like a beef or anything.
No,
Or
I
everyone was
got
like, "Oh,
shit
just
on.
this, did it." But there was this kid I knew I lost touch with, but
They
his
shit
name was
on me.
John Campbell, and he was a Red Sox fan.
Yeah, I got
And-
shit on basically though.
It was
And it was
that
upstate
just
New York
interesting
too,
'cause,
so it was
yeah.
like, come on, man.
That was a great fucking story.
But even
Yeah,
still,
the movie rights are
Well, but, like-
available. The movie rights are available for that story.
You're like, yeah. So this other kid, John Campbell, he had a Red Sox hat too.
The movie rights are available. If you wanna donate, I have a GoFundMe
That
set up.
story was amazing.
I have a GoFundMe for it.
It's called What's on Your Hat?
oh, don't
What's the
show
name
my
of that
hair.
movie? What's on Your Hat?
What were you saying, Joe?
Don't show my hair. No, but I'm
Joe,
just saying.
Joe's
Like,
showing his hair. Mind your
the
manners.
second time we went, I was like 10. You were like 12. It was before you moved out here, and it was like a completely different thing. It wasn't toys. It was like he was into music.
Rap.
You know, he was into this hip hop. So it was like I went back.
Hip hoppity stuff.
I went back from wearing Red Sox hats to wearing Yankees hats. I'll admit to it. I was wearing because I was like, yo, fuck that.
Wait. Save that for the sequel. Save that for the sequel.
I'm like, I'm wearing Yankees
What's on your
hats
hat? Part
because
2.
I was like, yo, I'm bringing hip hop with me.
Yo.
Like, people weren't listening to hip hop like that I was hanging out with. I brought that shit back because of him, dude. You know what I mean? That's why I wore the Yankees hats. You know what I mean? I got clowned on, but whatever. You know what I mean? I was like, I like hip hop, dude.
We got DJ Slim here. We got.
I wore parachute
Slim,
pants.
you know what? You know what?
See why Machete won't come in.
You know
I
what
don't
the
get.
best
I don't
part of the
understand.
B-roll
Ask
is?
to unmute.
You was hustling.
Unmute.
You was hustling at the Freedom Rally, baby. Hustling always.
Why can't we get Machete in here? It says he's all. Maybe he's
hustling.
Muted.
Selling that piss.
All right. So
selling that piss. Yo, I got that clean pee.
So if you're watching right now, please.
I got that piss. I got that piss.
If you're watching right now, please hit that like button.
Hit
Please
that like
share.
button.
Please share. Let us know. Let people know you're in here. We're
Hit the
live.
thumbs up.
And please go to our clip channel. It's a totally different.
The clip channel.
Tell them about the clip channel.
The clip channel. You rub it, and apparently, if you rub it long enough, the girl gets an orgasm. Oh, the clip, dude. The clip
Dude,
channel.
You keep talking about my other channel on OnlyFans. I'm
clip
talking
channel.
about
Okay,
the
clip
YouTube
channel is like the funniest parts of the Mind Your Manners. I get it confused. I'm sorry.
You swim in the dark web.
The clip channel. I
You
that's the
swim
one
in
I
the dark
constantly
web. You
watch.
like dark web? So, yo, DJ Slim, man, what was your favorite thing to do? Yo, what was your favorite thing to do for the movie? Let's get past these great hat stories.
How can we get Machete up in here, man?
Yo, I was still stuck on the fucking Red Sox hat shit. I'm still like.
That was a great story.
We want to get to the music soon too, so we can talk to Swizz again too. Sorry, DJ Slim, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was thinking you were on a delay, and then I realized you weren't. So sorry about that.
Is my forehead talking?
No, man, I'm just trying to say that the Red Sox hat shit made me really want to give Tierra who give the fuck funds. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, that story really took away from the whole shit. I'm like, man, if Chef Tanya Nicole was there, she'd get your ass.
Yeah, she'd
probably mind your manners.
She'd probably be like,
mind your manners.
And we'd all be like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, she would have shut me down like 3 or 4 times.
No, it was a really great story.
To answer Alias's question, man, I'm not gonna lie, family. I was in the movie twice. Okay, so I feel honored, and I think now, and I'm biased because it's me. Okay, I think I had the funniest fucking parts of the whole shit. All right, and if anybody hasn't seen it yet, they need to go see A City of Green, the movie. You know what I'm saying?
It's free.
It's free on YouTube.
It's free. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I know one thing, y'all. One thing about you, DL, you, Alias, and you, Endo Joe.
That's me.
And even Chef Tanya Nicole when she was
That's
there
her.
for a few times.
Chef T.
Man, y'all really, really, really put in a lot of guerrilla hours.
Gorilla hours are different. They're like dog years.
They're like dog years.
They really are,
like
dude.
infinity dog years,
They
dog.
really
You know what
are,
I'm
dude.
saying? But I mean, you would
gotta
just
be like-
see locations and just, come up with your shit, and just go right at it, DL.
He's
and I just
100%
commend you on it,
right.
man, because
Hell yeah.
a lot of people can't really follow through with shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially potheads, man. And you got fucking 2 movies, you got crazy shit going on, man. But A Sea of Green is a must-see for anybody who has not seen it.
I'll give it to you on them.
Now, on that note, if you haven't seen my part, I need to know where can I get the clean piss from?
Hell yeah.
Piss.
Well, that's the Weekend Warriors.
It wasn't as clean as he said it was.
I'll give it to you on
wasn't
that
as clean
gorilla
as he
shit.
said
Like
it was.
it was
Gorilla
like
piss.
it's like no, like
Gorilla play.
the gorilla filming. It is.
Oh, sorry. Say it again, DJ Slim.
I paid top dollar for that piss, and it really wasn't as clean as he said it was.
What were you saying, Joe?
I got that girl piss. I got that lady piss. I got that lady piss.
I got gorilla piss extra.
No. I'm just saying, like touching on what he was saying about the gorilla filming. Like it is like it's a lot heavier than normal filming because, like we were touching on earlier, you don't have the permits. You're filming, but you're constantly looking over your shoulder the whole time. You're making sure nobody's coming up. You're like, and if you see someone walking up, you throw somebody. You go, hey, go check that person out before he gets here. So we can finish filming this quick scene. You know what I mean? So it was like I'd walk up the street and go check out. Hey, what's up? And he'd be like, hey, nothing. What's up? So I'd be like, okay, he's good. He's just gonna walk by. You know what I mean? Or if it was like, if I walked up and he goes, hey, what are you guys doing over here? I would explain ourselves. Oh, we're filming a independent movie, and like at least try to get the last scene out. You know what I mean? Because like you got to intercept.
And on top of hold on.
While I'm intercepting, keeps filming.
And on top of Endo Joe, Endo Joe should have got paid for my medical insurance because he was like my therapist the whole time. Because one thing, if people know me, I don't like looking over my shoulder. I always sit back to the wall. Like
100%. Me too.
I'm always scheming. I'd be like, Joe would be like, dude, Alias, you got anxiety. He's like, yo, we're good. I'd be like, all right, man. I just, I don't like this shit because I don't like. I like doing the movies and everything, but I don't like the attention of people that like are looking with the intent of something, the energy I can't feel. So I don't know. Some people are watching who are like, yo, this is great. I'm glad you're doing it. And then other motherfuckers watch you and they don't have the best energy and intent. So Joe was like my therapist. Joe would be like, yo, nah, we good. I just talked to that dude. I'm like, all right,
cool.
Because
I'd be pacing. About Gorilla.
I'd be pacing.
If we were paying for it, all the energy would be good because all those people on set would be they were there because we're filming. But being guerrilla style, you don't know if that person's like angry that you're filming near their house or angry that you're like, oh, why are you guys smoking weed in front of my house?
Or
you know what I mean?
Or like why does 8 Bizza run like the Incredible Hulk?
All right. Oh my God. Mind your manners. All right. So
we're shooting a murder movie and you're the star.
There was one scene. I was down in the. I hope Machete's still here. I'm trying to get Machete to be unblocked and unmuted, but I think it's on his end. Yeah. But there was one shot. I went by myself one day. I mean, I'm good. Ready to hear me sound? Want to hear me be real cool? Yeah. Want to hear me be cool?
I got a shot. Yeah, let's do a shot.
You want to hear me be cool?
Let's do a shot.
I'm cool in the hood. People are cool.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah. What? Anyway, so I'm down in the hood one day shooting this B-roll. Right, just B-roll. Nothing. There's no one. I'm by myself. I got a tripod and a camera.
It's pretty cute.
And I'm just shooting B-roll and whatever. I'm shooting B-roll for 10 minutes.
It's pretty cute.
Whatever. And then like 11 minutes into my B-roll, one guy shows up. 12, 13 minutes into my B-roll, another guy shows up. Then another guy shows up with a cat or a dog. I think it was a cat, but it was in a crate. And then now there's a group of people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like 3 people. That's 3 people and a cat or a dog, whatever.
That's a cackle. That's a cackle full of people.
Yeah, that's 3 people.
Hey, that's Garfield. What are you doing with Garfield?
Whatever. So I'm just filming the B-roll, whatever. And it's nothing. But so finally, I just walk over to these guys and I'm like, "What's up?" And they're like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm just some fat white guy filming on a tripod, fucking their house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, honestly, man, I'm just filming some B-roll for some shit. And they're like, "What's B-roll?" And I'm like, when you're watching a movie. And you don't, and they're setting up a location.
It's like 3 seconds before the next scene.
I mean? They're setting up a location. Like you just had a scene at the ice cream parlor, but now all of a sudden there's a shot of a church, because they're setting up that now there's a new scene and they're at church. So basically, I was telling them, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And that was the only problem I've ever had filming anything ever. And it wasn't even a problem. They were just kind of like, "What's this guy doing filming my apartment?" You know what I'm saying?
Who's this man with a camera in front of my house?
So that's the only issue I've ever really had. I went to Humboldt, and so let's get back on the Humboldt. B-Swiss, shout out to Just One, everybody. So I went to Humboldt, and we filmed. And, people had a problem with what I was. Some people, not everybody, but some people had a problem. And I don't even argue their opinion.
Yeah, no.
I don't even argue it because I'm like, I'd maybe have a problem with it too if I grew up here. But you know what? I lived there for a few years, heard some stories, saw some things.
That's what
I thought it would make for an entertaining movie in an embellished way. I didn't put nobody's shit on blast.
That's what I was trying to say.
Not one time in the entire movie does it say how much weed costs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or exactly how to get it from point A to point B. I just showed that it is a place that grows marijuana that you already know. People already know that. And then I was mad when people got upset about it because you know what? I was like, all right, so you don't care when motherfuckers rap about it and make music about it. And Black Helicopters or whatever the big song was called. You don't care about that, but you care about this. You know what I mean? And you can say, "Oh, you're out of towner, you can't do it." And I'm like, "Well, maybe I'm an out of towner, but you know what? I live there, and that's where I heard these stories. I was in the game, and fucked up things happened to me that were intertwined into the
Candyland,
to the movie.
Was it Candyland?
So yeah, I wasn't out in the forest shooting helicopters.
Was
and
it Uno?
Fucking, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing that shit. But it's a movie, and no one wants to watch a movie about, hey, there's some guys and they grew weed one summer and they had a harvest and sold it and made money. Woo! Like, whoa, what a movie!
And they died. Pretty,
You wait till October.
well, they died pretty old.
You know, let me try to get Swizz up in here. Sorry, Jesus, you're still with us, DJ Slim. I'm trying to.
Holy
Sorry,
shit! I think I'm fucking.
I'm trying
drunk.
to get. Sorry, I'm. Tanya is
Well,
the
to
is
say
the Zoom
to say
master.
one thing
Here
before
we
you
go.
say anything, when we were shooting, real.
Sorry.
Here's what I can say. There's definitely, I've learned that, I've been out here for like 20 something years. And I'm from Chicago, and I grew, I was born on the south side, moved north, ended up in a suburb, back into the city, moved west, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
LA, lived in Hollywood, then Humboldt, which was a complete, like, oxymoron of everything, it's just like a complete opposite of what I grew up and knew about. And, it's interesting. It does take time to get to be part of the community. One interesting thing somebody said to me is like, it's like, I'll never feel like a local, even though all my friends have had their kids here, but at the end of the day, I know I am at this point, and one of my buddies who did grow up here was like, here's the thing, man. He's like, it doesn't really matter how long you live here anywhere. It's what are you doing for the community, at whatever level.
100%.
And at the end of the day,
100%.
At the end of the day, DL, what you did, was part of what we were doing, and we were making good music together, and a really cool movie came out of it, and a cool story came out of it. And there's always going to be people who say all those things, and it is frustrating because we've talked about this shit, and it is frustrating. Be like, fuck, man, we're trying to do something fun and cool and educational, and our music is in there, and the people from Humboldt are part of the movie. Like, we're doing something together, and so at the end of the day, it's like, when you look back at it, it's like we did something cool, because there's the movie Humboldt County, and there's other movies, there's the Netflix thing, and it's like those are different stories, and one of them's a reality story, and it's like, this flick was like something really cool that a whole bunch of musicians were part of, which is only that happened in movies like Friday. This was like, to me, like the serious side of Friday. Like, there was a whole bunch of MCs and musicians and a bunch of weed heads, and it just turned out to be that kind of a story.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that CNBC story in like 2004 broke Humboldt into mainstream America. So anything that came out 2008, I'm sorry, so something somewhere around there broke 2006, I don't know, somewhere around there broke Humboldt to mainstream America. So anything that came after that is like, bro, are you serious? You're mad at 100,000 people saw this. Like, are you fucking really mad at me? Yeah. Like, I didn't put any prices. I didn't put any fucking plan. Like, nothing. I made a movie, bro.
We didn't put anybody's real names.
At the end of the day, it's a small group of people that feel that way, and I feel that way about any movie that's put out. When any movie of any city, whether it's Philadelphia or just name it, you know what I mean? Like, there's people who are like, yo, man, you're stepping on shit that I don't want you to be talking about, whether it's true or not, whether it's a real story or not. It's like, it shows a dark side.
You know what?
So that bugs certain people.
I'm not going to say any names. I'm going to tell you.
Like, it connected a bunch of us.
Swizz, Alias.
All doing music from different places. So to me, it's like, we did something.
Yeah,
Alias.
100%.
Alias and Joe and my girl, and you all know this story. Swizz, you might know this. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say any names because why would I do that on the Mind Your Manners podcast? But one day we were at the Reggae on the River festival, okay? And you had invited me to be a performer on the Reggae on the River festival. And that's a whole podcast in itself. I think we might do that someday. But anyway, so we're on stage or whatever, and Garth is performing a song with Subliminal Sabotage, the band, you know what I mean? And it's about helicopters. Man, I forget the song. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's about helicopters.
So anyway, so there's the guy. He's in the front row, and he knows all the rhymes to the song, and he keeps shooting up at the sky, like doing like this, shooting up at the sky for the helicopter song. Okay, and I asked someone, I'm like, yo, what's up with this guy? Who is this guy? He seemed like a cool guy, but then all of a sudden he seems kind of weird. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then he's doing all this shit, and then and then someone tells me this story about this guy. And while they're telling me the story about this guy, they're like, yeah, he like shot down a helicopter or something like that. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, wow, this would be a cool movie. That was the beginning. Like
that was the basis.
2007, 2008. Whenever Reggae on the River was, that time when I lived up there. That conversation with someone standing on the stage
Sia Green
during Subliminal Sabotage playing sparked. I said to whoever told me, I think I know who told me, but I wouldn't say anyway. But they told me, they were telling me the story. Oh, this guy, he's a legend. He did this, he did that, and I was like, wow, that'd be such a cool weed movie. And then that little thing in 2008 stuck in my head.
And the only thing that's connected to that is the end of the movie.
Mind you, the most ridiculous, silly thing. Swizz is like, we're going to this concert. There's going to be famous people here. Big this and big. I'm going to wear a suit. Remember, Swizz? I wore a suit. Swizz, remember? I wore a suit to Reggae on the River in the middle of the forest.
You wore a suit?
I showed up and I'm like, whoa, this is not what I expected.
What the fuck? You wore a suit?
I did. I had luggage, but when I showed up, I was like, well, this is not what I expected at all. Because where I'm from,
somebody got a tent that I could change?
They're like, yo, you're gonna be VIP at this place, this thing, this thousands of people are gonna be there. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna show up, man. They might have some sort of red carpet. No, man, I was in the forest in a suit.
You were the only person.
Yeah.
He was like a lawyer trying to save the trees.
Yeah. So anyway, that conversation on during that set, and just watching this guy and thinking the guy, not that he was weird, but I'm like, yo, why what's up with this guy?
What, you with the suit on?
Yeah. I didn't have
Plus, he wasn't about to tell you that he shot a helicopter down. You look like a Fed.
All right, Swizz, tell me if I'm wrong here. This is how I tell the story. You got B Swizz in the chat, the best keyboardist ever. I've said it one time. I knew him for a while via MySpace, and the Wizard, but. The first time I met him face to face, he was playing at a club. I've already told the story on this podcast, so if you heard it, I'm sorry. Yeah. Shout out to DJ Big Red in the chat.
He's definitely heard it because he's been here from day one.
So Swizz is playing. We go to the Red Fox and Swizz is on stage. Boop, boop, boop. I'm Swizz, and we get up to the front to the stage, and I'm with the Wizard, and Swizz is playing, and he's playing two keyboards.
Two keyboards.
You know what I'm saying? He's playing this keyboard. He's going bam, bam, boop, 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 on this keyboard. But on this keyboard, he got the bass. And he's going boom, 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 boom. And it was like kind of like mind blowing to me. Like, you know.
Plus, no, wait, you forgot.
Hold on, wait, don't say it yet. It was mind blowing to me, and I was like, wow, I could never do that. And then what are you gonna say, Joe?
He had a joint in his mouth.
Yeah, a joint in his mouth.
And he had no shoes on.
He had no shoes on. All right, so cool.
So Swizz is playing two keyboards.
Two keyboards.
With a fat joint in his mouth. Not one of those little puny pre-roll joints.
And now
a big old fat
Swizz joint.
gorilla thumb
inside
humble Swizz joint in his mouth. Playing two keyboards with no shoes on because DL always tells me the story. He's like, if you ever draw a picture of Swizz, you gotta draw him with no shoes on. Yeah. Because the first time I met him, he's playing two keyboards with no shoes on with a joint in his mouth.
So mind you, we're inside a venue. You know what I mean? Inside a building. So that's different to me because like we're inside a real establishment.
About that, because that's not something I actually always do, and it had to be a special. I don't know what gig it was, but. I remember.
Hold on, the story's not over. The story's not over.
Go on.
Wait. At least it's better than that hat story.
So shout out to DJ Big Red up in the place. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Hey. You know, this is the sequel.
It was a guy named John Campbell had a hat on, right?
This is the sequel.
Isn't that funny? John Campbell had a hat, right? I'm into this story. Let me hear the story about
Swizz. You destroyed the story.
No, I didn't.
There's nothing I can do now. There's
no.
All right. So anyway, I'm in the club, fucking.
No, you're at the club. Listen, he got no shoes on. Go ahead.
So he got no shoes on, and now he's Mr. Can't Read the Moment is talking to him. Hey, Swizz, I'm DL. What's up? Hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? And fucking now he's having a conversation with me. He's doing all this shit, and it was just an interesting way to meet somebody. It like kind of blew my mind. It gave me a maybe superhero-ish, music superhero-ish impression. Like you only get one first impression. You know what I'm saying? Ever. You only ever get one first impression. And my first impression was this guy. He was fucking playing 2 keyboards with no shoes on,
and a joint
he was smoking, and he was talking to me. He was like, "Yeah, guys, how you doing? I'm fucking Swizz. Look at me go." You know what I mean?
And then the next time you see him, Swizz, he's in the fucking forest with a suit on. The fuck is that shit? He's like, and then the next time I see him, I'm like, hey, second impression, I look like a fucking lawyer. What's up? I'm gonna rap now.
I knew I rolled the joint.
I'm gonna rap now.
With a suit on.
Holy shit! Coming straight out of Stanford, a motherfucking crazy name, DL.
Oh my God! Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. You're watching the Mind Your Manners podcast.
Mind Your Manners.
Sorry.
Next couple weeks, we gonna elaborate more on the hat story and John Campbell. Make sure you tune in.
Shout out to John Campbell. I haven't seen him in years.
Yeah, last time you saw him, you seen him in the woods wearing a suit in New York.
Yeah. Who we got in here? I just want to make sure, because this is my first time ever using Zoom. So who do we have? We had Ray stop by.
Tanya's usually here doing the podcast.
Yeah, I ain't as savvy as or even as good looking as
Chef Tanya stopped by. Ray stopped by. The Wizard stopped by. Swizz just won.
Yeah.
Slim still here. Let's see, Slim.
John Regal's on the chat like, I'll come by.
John Regal says he's on the chat. I'm just not really sure. DJ Big Red, I'm surprised he hasn't got Zoom yet. And I'm surprised he hasn't chimed in. Because he's one of our OGs. Oh, Jizzlers.
Speaking of OGs, we got Slim back up there. Slim,
what's up, bro?
Yeah, what's going on? I never left, man. Yo, answer me a question. Who was that guy that sold me the cup to get in at the fucking weekend?
I think DJ Slim is confusing.
No, he said at the Weekend Warriors.
But I think he's thinking the wrong thing. What did he do in A Sea of Green? DJ Slim's original. No, your original thing in A Sea of Green, you were trimming. That was the original scene. Remember, it was you and him trimming.
Yes.
But then it just didn't.
The Wiz.
No, the Wiz was a reshoot of the scene
with Jay North.
That pop. If you guys are watching the movie in the bottom.
Shit, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
It's still in the movie, but the whole fucking scene was originally that. But the story, it didn't go in the right. It didn't go the right way. So he went
to a bad place.
Yo, fellas.
Yo,
I gotta hit it.
Oh, you bouncing? Hold on, let's see Swizz before he goes.
Hey, Swizz, nice seeing you, family.
Slim, in real life. Yeah, man.
All right.
I gotta hit it, man. I hate to go, but I
Peace,
gotta go
brother.
tonight.
No, it's all good, bro.
Nothing but love for you, man.
Thanks for being here, man.
We love you, homie.
I'm ready for whatever, man. Let's work on some shit. That was fun, man. I love y'all.
Fuck
y'all too, man. Love you too, dog. Peace.
We love you, homie.
Yeah, peace.
Let's see here. So
Peace,
DJ
Swizz,
Slim, what you got going on, man?
Yeah, man, I'm just.
Oh, sorry, I put you in the waiting room. That's terrible.
Oh, that's your big face. Why you got a big face right there?
Sorry, DJ Slim.
Oh, you mad?
I didn't mean to do
mad
that.
DJ Slim
What kind of hat you wearing?
I didn't mean to
Is
put
it
you
John Campbell approved?
I got DJ Slim's. Hopefully he's still in there. Oh, there we go. Boom.
He's muted. Get him off mute.
Oh,
He's muted,
hold on.
bro.
Sorry.
Been trying to mute him because he got dreads.
I gotta ask to unmute him. That's all I gotta do, and then he's gotta approve it. Boom, there you go. What's up, DJ Slim? Get that Patriot shit out of here. Boo, boo, boo. I'm Tampa Bay. I'm Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Are they doing it? Tampa Bay's whooping ass?
I don't know. I think the football started tonight, right? Tonight was the first football match.
Buccaneers.
Yes, it is. Where's your Buccaneers on your bucking head, motherfucker?
Oh, the Bucks. No, who for real? Who was the thing?
Tonight is Pat Mahomes versus Deshaun Watson. It is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Houston Texans.
Pat McCack.
The Houston Texans.
Yeah.
The Nevada Texans.
Football, man. Shit.
John Regal says he's here, but I don't know how.
I know.
Joe, go answer the door.
Did you hear the
No.
the Houston Texans
He's
moved?
here?
Yeah.
They're here?
You probably hear.
Did you hear the Houston
No, we're listening,
Texans
DJ
moved?
Slim. Say it again, though. Say it again one more time.
Y'all don't care what I say. No, I said Endo Joe, man.
That's me.
I'm telling you, DL, the Thea Green movie, all the other shit, Endo Joe, you the realest motherfucker to have back. Yo, Endo Joe, he's like do or die, man.
That's what
I
I'm
just gotta tell you
saying.
about Endo Joe.
I said that earlier. I said that earlier.
I said, you know what I'm saying? But
I said Indo Joe's character. He
a lot
like
of people don't even notice it. But Indo Joe works so fucking good off of DL. DL don't even have to fully say everything he's thinking, and Indo's on it. You know, I mean, just not just with Sia Green, but just other fucking movies, man. You're like putting shit together and making shit happen behind the scenes that no one knows about. So I just want to give Indo Joe.
Thank you, homie. I appreciate the love. That's how I like to work. I like to work behind the scenes where like I don't want to be known. I don't want to be that guy out in the front. I want to be like I want to be that like everybody's like, holy shit, that was dope. Who the hell was that? And you'd be like, oh, that was Indo Joe. And you're like, who the hell's Indo Joe? And you gotta know Indo Joe to know Indo Joe. That's how I want to be. You know what I mean? Like you gotta know me to know me. You don't. It's just not like, oh, I saw him on this shit. I'm like, no. You gotta know him. You gotta know him to know him.
Regal.
You know what I mean? That's how I've always trying to be. You know what I mean?
Listen, check this out. John Regal, he is fucking saying he's here, but we don't know if he's at the podcast studio or if he's in the Zoom. Because in the Zoom we don't see him, but if you're at the podcast studio, ring the doorbell. But if you're watching on if you're watching on YouTube, ring the subscription bell, hit that like button, leave a comment, and super chat us in some money.
Heck
Holy shit.
John Regal, a.k.a. John Campbell.
Holy shit.
No, but honestly, hold on.
I love working behind the scenes.
Hold on.
I love it.
100%. Hold up. 100%. Slim, you're absolutely right. Because I'll tell you now, working with you, and I've worked with you on a bunch of projects.
Hell yeah,
right?
hell yeah, 100%.
Even videos.
I love
and all
working
that.
with you.
But the thing is with Endo Joe, like his energy, his vibe, and the fact that he's quiet and quick.
Yep.
Meaning he's quiet, but he's quick thinking.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, what's wrong with D? He'll be like, no, that's not what's wrong. This is edited. Let's get it popping this way. And we'll go that way. And never expects to be like, to be like, yo, Alias, give me a shout out and tell everybody that it's not like that. It's
I'm quiet because I'm observant. I try to be observant. You know what I mean? Especially when I first jump on the scene, I'm like, all right, I'm going to be observant. I want to try to get everybody's vibe and try to catch the feel of everybody, how everybody's... I want to see people's humor for one, and then see how people work. You know what I mean? Like you and me vibe very well, so I'm like, I know it. I told him not too long ago. I remember filming a Sea of Green, and you would walk off set with me, and you'd be like, watch. As soon as I walk off set, DL's gonna be like, yo, Alias, I need you.
Every time.
And then we would go back on set, and he wouldn't film for another 20 minutes. And then as soon as we'd walk off set, yo, Alias, I need you.
Where you going? Alias, where you going?
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
Bro, you taking a 30-minute smoke break, homie.
He would say every single time, hey, watch, DL's going to be like, yo, Alias, I need you.
Every time.
As soon as we walked up set, Alias, I need you. Because he's the star in the movie. But, you know what I mean?
He never wanted me to like walk away because he's like,
he needed you
he's
around
gonna
him
venture.
the whole time.
He's going to venture out.
Exactly.
But I'll say during Sea of Green, though, especially in Cali, Joe and I, we bunked together in the Bed Bug Motel.
Yep.
And
save some money.
And save some money. Hell yeah, it was a good time. But
The Bed Bug Motel.
Yo, all we did, we'd get back and it'd be a day of shooting. And some days was more stressful than others.
Yep.
Some days we were
100%.
drinking or smoking more.
Yep.
But yo, we would joke until we fell asleep.
Yep.
All night, just all that. Just
And then
crack
as soon as we
crack
woke up,
joke again, go.
Yeah,
Go.
100%.
So definitely, and you know, working with these two and working with Ill Mannered, I feel like Ill Mannered's my family, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm just a maniac, and I'm the kid who like runs away, and like comes back, like where'd he go? I'm like, dude, I had mental problems, I had to run away. Like I'm that kid, and I'll be honest.
What's happening?
I don't know. You saw Rick and
awesome.
Morty?
Who's watching Rick and Morty?
It's got to be Slim.
You can't do that. You can't move that. Oh, okay, we can't. They can't see that.
Yeah, Rick and Morty.
But I think the fact that the parts of everybody in Ill Mannered, you know, Chef Tanya and everybody knows their part and plays it right.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
which is dope because you don't usually find people like that because everybody's trying to race to be the main horse.
Yeah. No, I'm the complete opposite. I try to be the guy pushing. You know what I mean? Like you're the guy in front. I'm the guy behind you, fucking feet, knees to the ground, pushing, trying to get you up front. Because if you're up front, then I'm gonna be up front.
And the other thing,
that's how I always see it.
And even shooting, like to segue from Sea of Green to Weekend Warriors, when Weekend Warriors came,
I love Weekend Warriors,
it was the point where I play a role where I alley-oop, and I don't mind alley-ooping.
Same here.
I want the dunk from Endo Joe. I want the dunk from
I'm
Regal.
the same way,
And that's the thing is,
I love alley-ooping people,
to make a good product of anything, and DL, you know this with videos or whatever, to make a good product, like, fuck your ego.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's either good or bad.
Yeah.
Either your project is good or bad.
Yep.
And Slim, you know that from doing music for so many years. None of us bat 1,000 with music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
everything can't be good.
But everything plays a role.
Yeah. I always bring it back to Always Sunny in Philadelphia. There's 5 main characters in that show. You know what I mean? Like if you took one of them away, the show wouldn't be as good. And I feel like that's how Weekend Warriors should be. Yeah. You know, and it is. You know what I mean? You take Johnny away, Jeremy's not going to be as good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not going to be able to talk about his...
But you take Jeremy away and Johnny's not going to be as good.
You take County Cam away. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's all the same thing. We're all the same, like...
But I think all of us, and let's talk about you passing gas. Let's talk about Sia Green, right? Like... Slim, you were OG in the game, right? And the rap game, the weed game, everything. How did you feel about the authenticity? Because we got the West Coast point of view of being like, some people out here were mad, some people liked it, some people thought it was embellished. But as far as the East Coast stuff and what we were doing, how did you feel about the authenticity of it?
It didn't feel planned. It felt authentic to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it moved. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he was trying to give anybody one person shine. You know what I'm saying? For any reason, it was like it was a movie that if you didn't know that these people were music artists or whatever, you would just get caught up in it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you that.
I felt good about it. I felt good about telling people about it, promoting it, and still fucking do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there are those movies that you feel like, shit, I just hope that one goes under the rug. This is one of those you're like, no, you gotta see this shit.
Yeah.
No, this is what. No, you need to get your bitch, get the weed, and you need to see this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like I said, man, shout out to you, homie.
It is an authentic weed movie, and we tried to keep it that way. Like, we try not to be like, because like. As far as the Illmatic crew, we're not against the legalization of marijuana. We're 100% for the medical use of marijuana. Mm-hmm. But like, we're street guys. You know what I mean? We're
homeless.
The street guys.
Street Pete?
Can we live here?
No, the street guys have kept us high and stoned for years. So we don't want to knock them and just all of a sudden push them aside. So we felt like we needed to make an authentic weed movie, and I feel like we did that with A Sea of Green. You know what I mean?
I was calling Regal.
We tried to keep it like, you know what I mean? We tried to keep it 100%.
100. We tried to keep it 100.
100 for all you heroes.
I have the smallest bladder in the world.
What are you saying, Slim?
I mean, it's just basically you thought it, you dreamed it, you did it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's the fucking Grammy fucking, winning movie, you still did it. You accomplished your shit, regardless of what.
Like that,
you're
like
right.
that, like that.
It is authentic. Yeah. Fuck what they say. Tell him to make
didn't win anything.
You know what I'm saying?
He didn't win nothing.
No, he's right.
I remember though.
We didn't win no Grammys, but we made a dope.
What other people don't realize is this film DL, not we, because I don't have a mouse in my pocket. DL.
DL.
He sent it to film festivals.
Yeah.
And they didn't. And then I watched for the next 3 years the shit that came out in film festivals, and I was like, that's fucking trash.
Terrible. You know what I think part of it was our sound. Because the sound was up and down. Even though it was level, there was parts that was like...
Yeah.
I feel like that was our problem.
It also our problem was also we didn't have $150,000 to promote.
Yeah, because the sounds on Tiger King were real good.
Yeah. But I think Thick as Thieves, we got that down. Yeah. Like we paid attention to the sound. We paid attention to the continuity of everything. You know what I mean? We made sure that like this was. That's why it's not out yet. People like people that are in the movie keep asking, "Oh, when's the Thickest Thief coming out?" We're like, "Do you want a shit movie?
I've only seen
Do
it.
you want a shit movie that's
Shout out
just
to
gonna
Sean. Sorry.
swallow?"
Shout out to Sean. Sean Spanish. He said, "Hi. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe and ring
What
the
up,
bell."
homie?
John Regal a while back said that
He's here.
he was here, but that's all we
here.
heard about that.
He's
We
here.
don't know what that meant. Shout out to DJ Big Red, all the way from Texas,
Yeah, that's
shouting
what's
us
up.
out, saying,
He's a
saying
homie.
that
He's a homie.
H-Town is the place to be, and you can't fuck with it. That's what
I
he
think
said.
we made.
Fifth Ward,
I think
boys.
we made an authentic weed
Big shout out
movie
to all
that,
my
like,
dudes in
we
Houston.
can stand behind. You know what I mean? I could stand behind that
Listen,
movie and be like,
man.
"Yo, I was in that movie, and I'm proud of it." Dude.
Hell yeah.
You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah.
I ain't I'm not ashamed of anything that I did in that movie, and I'm not ashamed of anything that movie represents.
You know what? One time I
You know
was.
what I mean?
Well, check it out. One time I was supposed to go to this event, right? And I was wearing a Sea of Green shirt, right? And someone said to me, they said, "Hey, you shouldn't wear that weed shirt there."
It was the weed
And I
shirt.
said, "Yo, that's not a weed shirt. I put fucking like an eighth of my life into this fucking thing."
To this shirt.
You know
right
what I'm
here.
saying? So it's like, that's not a weed shirt. That's a movie. That's a shirt from my movie. If I was wearing a fucking Freddy Krueger shirt, would you be like, "Oh,
You're a
don't-
murderer.
Don't
You're a
wear-
murderer.
yeah,
Haunts people's dreams.
Yeah, don't wear that murderer shirt."
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, you need to.
I think it's funny, like how.
But I've gotten some props I wear the sea green shirt. People come up to me, "Yo, that shirt is dope." They don't even realize it's a movie. They see the weed.
I wore
in
it
the city
in Boston, and I was on a train, and somebody's like, "Oh shit, Secret, yeah, I seen that shit." And they looked up and noticed my face, and they were like, "Oh shit, you're Philip Waters." I was like, "Yeah, peace."
Yeah, that's me.
They were like,
That's
"Yo,
me.
I seen that movie."
DJ Big Red saying, shouting out to San Antonio. My pops was born in San Antonio.
San
Antonio.
DJ Big Red, do you have a copy of the Make 'Em Pay Mr. DL album? Let me know. Hit me up in the chat.
Yeah, hit us up in the chat.
Shout outs to
When
Make
we
'Em.
send that
Shout outs
shit,
to Make
when
'Em
we
Pay.
send that shit for your brother, if you're doing, I'm gonna send you a copy. But
Yeah,
if you do,
yeah. Because that shit is
you don't need two copies.
that
if you
shit
already
is
have
the
it.
hardest shit out right now.
It's hort.
It's hard, dude.
It's hort.
There's some hard shit out right now, but
All right.
Right now,
that
it's
Make a Pay
hard.
Mr. DL shit is
All
hard.
right. So we'll try to remember to do that for you. Remind me tomorrow. Alias.
Yeah.
We're here with Alias.
What up, people?
What did you guys think about Alias? Let us know in the chat.
Is
What
the
did you
movie
think?
still
Say
playing?
something funny.
Is
Ah.
the
No.
movie still playing?
Yeah. What do you mean the movie? Yeah, the movie should we still be playing?
Is it still on my phone?
Yeah, K-Mod shooting dramatic. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
What was your experience on the movie? Nightmare? Fun?
Mine?
Yeah, like overall.
Overall, it was a blast. Overall, it was
Hell
super
yeah.
fun. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was a pain in the ass with scheduling. I'll never deny that.
Yeah.
I work like a motherfucker. If anybody knows me, I got
Yep.
3 kids. At the point, I was trying to make a third. But
When you, I'll give it to you.
Mind your
When you were on
manners.
scene,
Mind your
you were
manners.
working.
But the thing is,
When you
when I
Mind your
got
showed
manners.
here,
up on scene, you
I
were working.
didn't like the 30-minute breaks because I always just wanted to work.
Yep, I'll give you that.
I think that I was, it was well directed. There was writing, there was improv, but I learned a lesson that improv is nothing without a structure or a direction.
Yeah.
So at first I was like, yo, I'm improv and all this, but I had to learn early on to take direction from DL where the movie was going.
That's what
And
he said
it was
earlier.
fluid, but it was fluid also because there would be some scenes where we'd fly off the cuff and some dope shit would be said, and it was like, nope, that's the direction. And then we'd have to film again
That's
to
what
get
he was
into
saying
that. That's what he
earlier
was saying
about
earlier.
The rewrites.
But,
like, you
I
would
thought it
drop
was-
some funny off the top shit, and he's like, I gotta put
I
that
thought
in
it was
the movie.
I thought it was
Yeah.
dope. I got along with everybody in the
Hell
movie.
yeah.
Everybody was mad cool.
I had to meet some dope ass people. through
Dope
this
ass
movie.
people. There was dope ass
Yeah.
musicians. I mean, shout out to Rex, who's like my brother. He was in the
Yeah,
film in
yeah.
my crib.
I love
like,
Rex.
there's so many memories that I have from that movie, and I still talk about my experience from that, and I still talk about my experience from being in Cali.
Yo,
Yeah,
this
me
guy
too.
right here. Shout out to. I love the name. I saw the name and I just started laughing. If you guys just saw it,
I did see that.
You saw it.
I saw you laughing.
You said his name. His name is Dan K. Triminal Day. He said, "Man, he please hit that like button, Dan, and subscribe." He said that movie was pimping. I grew up in Eureka. That's what's up.
That's what's
Dope.
up, man.
See what I'm saying? Yo, that's shit right there. That one comment of somebody saying that makes the shit, like, it sounds cliche, but like,
Yeah, it makes it worth it.
I don't listen,
does,
man. I'm
dude.
here at a fucking house in Lowell, right? You're
Yes.
over there in Eureka,
And
sending,
we're trying to touch
sending
you.
a
Yeah,
message
yeah.
like, "Yo,
Yeah.
I seen that shit. It's pimping. I'm from Eureka."
Yeah.
Nobody was trying to go into Eureka and front like I have no idea. I have no idea about the Emerald Triangle, none of that shit. Like, I saw what I saw. I got schooled by DL before I went out there, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is like, I don't get mad at Jack Nicholson because I grew up with a half Sicilian family in fucking Boston.
Yeah.
Do I? No. So we were just trying to make it as authentic as we could.
Yep.
With exaggeration. And like, do other real hitmen get mad at Denzel for The Equalizer?
I know, yeah.
Like, come on, dog. So I think that the whole thing was, and I got to like do scenes with a bunch of people I really like, and like, for instance, the Sun B scene, like some B said some crazy improv shit, and I was laughing my whole ride home from Lawrence, all the way back to East Boston, dying laughing. Cause it's just the way it was, and it's all good memories. I don't have one complaint. The only complaint I have is, like Endo Joe said, gorilla shooting, my anxiety used to go through the roof.
Yeah.
But that was it.
We're gonna do this shot and this dab. We're gonna be out.
All right, this is it.
Here we go.
Yo, Slim, my guy. Day one till we done, baby.
Hey, Alias, all day, family. Yo, we need to get together. All of us need to get together. Next time I'm coming by DL's, I'll call, see if we can all link up.
Word up,
yeah,
word
for
up.
sure, man. This is up.
Hey, yo, DL, thanks for having me on, man. I'm gonna go find me some ice cream to eat.
Always a pleasure.
We love you, man.
Chef Tanya. Sorry, I'm in your
Hey,
seat.
we love you, man.
Chef Tanya, the goat.
Oh shit. This is the Monument.
Yeah, we are on the outro. This is what you're looking at as the outro scene. It says original art by Endo Joe. Oh, it sounded by me.
Oh shit, man. We are the Monuments Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We love you as always.
We could have gone on.